Oh.
I ruined it. I ruined everything. We shouldn't be muted now. I'm sorry. I ruined Manya's intro. My bad. So I'm on the laptop. We may or may not end up having some technical issues because of that, like we just did. Hey, there we go. So, I'm on the laptop. I am not at home, so we may or may not get a little bit of chunkiness going on. My apologies. That is unfortunately something that I can't get around. This is the only thing I have access to at the moment. Hopefully, we don't have. Please let me know if you have if we get any kind of echo, because I may or may not have to be muting on and off to make sure that you guys don't come through. Because I also forgot headphones, so.
No worries, no pressure.
Needless to say, I wasn't sure whether or not. I thought I would be back at my place by now, but I am not back at my place. So, it is what it is. I did remember to bring a microphone, though, so, I got that going for me. Unfortunately, we have a little bit of a change in our schedule about what we're going to be covering because Ilya was not feeling well. So she is being moved to next Saturday. She will be joining us, provided she's feeling up to it. Because of course there's no pressure here. We're super chill. We don't want to force anybody, or if somebody's not feeling well, we'll wait for another day. It's not a big deal. So we'll be talking about her and her stuff later. There will be a change to the thumbnail and the title later on when I get back to my regular place of abode. In the meantime, we are going to be covering Mad Lad Manya, because she decided she wanted to get into a subterfuge. Because it's sub, get it? Because it's lower. It's not. It's the next best thing.
Yeah, next best thing.
And
yeah.
because at no point will they ever be the first thing or the first priority on any stream of anyone's ever, the backup and second best place goes to Sinister Porpus. So, Manya, do you want to tell us what's been going on?
So, the mad lad that I am, so I saw Sinister Porpoise do Steve McRae Mondays or something like that, where she reacted to Steve's live streams that he had, and she would make comments on it. I wasn't aware what comments she made, but this last week I saw her do comments on a live stream where I was a part of that live stream, and I was like, I wonder what she's talking about me. And what I hear, Manya's drunk, so she's not pronouncing her words properly. Or she's pronouncing her words properly, therefore Manya's drunk. And I'm like, really? I was like,
You mean the woman who speaks 3 languages has a different pronunciation than somebody who's in America land? Do you think she realizes that some places spell words differently, with a U in particular?
And so I was like, okay, maybe I can do the same what she does to Steve. I can do a reaction video to her live stream in which she's reacting to Steve's live stream. I was like, it's all in fun, and let's get a laugh out of it. And I invited Shesh along, and I was like, what can go wrong? Nothing. We had a blast. We had a good time. And the summary that we got out of that when we reacted to Sinister Porpoise's live stream was, she only has 3 things to say. Manya is drunk. Shesh is an idiot. Steve, nobody cares about your case. Why are you whining? No one cares. And I was like, if this is what people are calling content, I was like, what the fuck? It was for me, it's not content, it's garbage. That's what it is. And
my favorite thing that we got to was she called Steve a lulz cow. And I was like, okay, I mean, I don't think that Steve is a lulz cow because he doesn't really behave in that way. I definitely see him be very reactionary in some very particular cases, but not in the way that I see most of those types of things go down. And so I was at least, I gave her the charity of being like, okay, so even if you think Steve is a lulz cow, this is definitely a really bad case of pot calling the kettle black, because what happened, Manya, right? What happened right after our live stream was over?
Okay, so she Sinister Porpoise, she went to her let me bring up that tweet for ya. She went to her Twitter and she made a very particular comment about my she shared the link to my stream, which was awesome. I was like, oh cool, she likes it, like, you know. But then if I may bring that screenshot up and I'll share my screen. Give me a sec. There we go.
Yeah, because I
How
also
dare you
linked
not
her
have it
I
immediately
linked
ready?
her what do you call it? Her little pay me thing. I was like, if you want to go give Sinister Porpoise money, here's where you do it.
But the funny thing was that she had that link up on her live stream while she was commenting on Steve's video or live stream, and I was like, she expects people to, you know, support her financially for that garbage excuse that she calls content, where she puts other people down and she calls them names, or, you know, she calls them idiot, or she declares that they are drunk because they have a different pronunciation than hers. I'm like, you know, alrighty, you got a lot of money, spend it. Like, and she posted a link to that you know, pay gateway, whatever she was using. I'm like, yeah, fine. But something else happened also after that when we finished the live stream, and yeah. So if you want, I can share that. I've already shared it. I don't know if the chat can see it.
It's up. The chat can see it. I'm just making some external adjustments to make it look a little bit better.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let me see.
So it says the YouTube link, and then it says, please feel free to help many. Like the number, like an amount. Many. Manny.
She couldn't even type my name right. Like, come on.
AKA the drunken call center agent, by dropping links to substance abuse lines in her chat. She got mad.
Whoa.
God. And I'm like, what was the purpose of that? Are you trying to spam my chat?
There's three problems in here that you may or may not notice. Not only does she call you a call center agent because you're Indian, but she also says that you're drunk on the job and that you have a substance abuse problem because you drink sometimes.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what she
Isn't that so funny to talk about? Like, that is, like, so funny to joke about. Oh my god. Isn't it funny, you know, substance abuse, the thing that tears people apart?
Racism.
It's hilarious. And it's very witty, too. Not many people can think of humor that intelligent.
I know.
It's a very well thought out joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so original, isn't it?
You know, definitely not the type of behavior you see from somebody who's a lulz cow or reactionary to somebody talking about them.
Or a middle school student going through a rough time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, your mom is an alcoholic, Jason.
Oh, shit. Shots fired.
Yeah, that's definitely not something you wouldn't hear on a playground. Like, Jesus
I think she got super mad that we called her a Karen.
Yeah. You are reacting to someone else's... Yeah. Well, she was it's funny. I think Shasha has also said this in the past. She expects a certain behavior from other people according to the standards she has set for them without consulting with them, and then she gets mad when those people are like, what the fuck off.
Right.
Then she gets mad. That's a typical Karen behavior, in my opinion.
Well, that and the expectation is unreasonable.
Right.
Yeah, it's unreasonable. And then it's so funny, when she was doing her live stream, she starts off the live stream by saying, oh, you know, these are going to be a last few of my live streams before the November ends, because I'm sure Steve is not going to behave the certain way that she expects him not to behave any longer, so I'll stop making these, you know, reaction live streams. And then in the next sentence she goes, oh, but we know he's not never going to stop, so I'll keep doing it. And I'm like, really?
You know, it's insane to me. Meanwhile, there are some people around here that have been called a stalker for making one tweet about somebody.
or you know, got false flagged the hell out of on Twitter for harassing somebody for one tweet.
Yeah.
For one, yeah. But these same people, they're calling out Sinister Porpus, right?
Oh,
they wouldn't be supporting her doing the exact thing that they say is bad that they think Steve did.
No, that's definitely happening.
Yeah, okay, good.
Because
consistency is important.
Complete hypocrites, right?
Oh yeah.
There's
never.
There's one thing that people have been bringing up with her is that she's trans. Is she?
I don't know.
I never knew if this was confirmed or whether or not she ever said whether she is or is not. I haven't
seen that anywhere. I don't care.
I don't think it matters.
Right.
I've seen people saying that she is trans, and I'm just saying I'm asking, is that the case?
Yeah, well, she can answer, I guess, if she wants to, but
she doesn't have to. It's more like I just don't know.
If it matters to anything, I would say, if it matters to her and she wants people to know that, cool. If she doesn't, then why talk about it? But...
I think so.
Wait, I was just courteous to somebody else and I didn't go as low as I possibly could to dig at her. Amazing.
No.
It's almost like that's possible.
How dare you, sweet? Come on. Try harder.
It's so difficult to be a bad person. I mean, a good person. I mean, I don't know.
You mean that we might not know something, so we don't make the worst possible assumption of a person and try to pick whatever we can apart about whatever they've said to try and, come up with some kind of bullshit that we can rip them apart about? Weird.
Yeah, or make them look dishonest, or hiding something, or misrepresenting themselves, or taking advantage of a community.
Yeah. Even though they're doing the same to, me, they're bringing up, as if a call center job is something to be ashamed of, or having problem with alcoholism or substance abuse is something to be ashamed of. And why else would you bring up a tweet like that?
Don't talk about me talking about you.
Yeah, you're not my friend, you're not trying to help me, so I might be committing a fallacy here again, but the only other logical way I can think about this is
one
she's
of
trying to
the
mock
main
me.
differences about the stream that you had versus the streams that she has, at least on a weekly basis, is maliciousness. You weren't being malicious.
Oh, yeah.
You were just having a bit
God.
of a giggle. She is 100% malicious.
Oh yeah.
That is the biggest thing about it. She's just aggressively malicious too. Some of the shit that she said and just the way that she said it, it's just okay. And then you come back with some kind of playful facetiousness, and she's just
she jumped straight to racism.
Yeah.
That's your response is to go to racism. That's a good, nice. Clean.
Godless Scummer in the live chat is saying, "Sweet heathen, shy away, GoldenUnicorn. I mean, nobody would be enabling her by retweeting her or anything, would they? Cough, cough. Jason.
If you happen to remember when she first showed up, when me and Steve first reviewed a video of hers that we thought was funny. And we were we encouraged her to continue because the video was funny. I don't care. It was wrong, but oh my God, was it there was actually some comedic value to it that I was
oh, I genuinely laughed. I actually enjoyed that video.
That's what
it got stale.
Purpose. I was trying to just have a laugh. That's all I was trying.
The problem is it got stale and it got just
malicious.
Mean. If you do it in a lighthearted way, then you blur that line between is this malicious or just playful. You can do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thing that can happen, and people won't be upset, and people won't make fun of you for it because they'll think, oh, she's just playing a LARPing character and doing her thing, instead of just this woman's sad because look what she's doing with her time. And now we're sitting here talking about what she's doing with her time, which is sad, and the whole thing is sad.
Well,
It doesn't have to be sad. It can just be funny.
well, what happened is that she made a legitimately funny video. We watched her video, we laughed about her video, and we told other people to go and check her out. And guess who showed up in her chats? Guess who started encouraging the more toxic side of what she was doing? Oh, it can't
it starts
be...
with A, ends with A. Something
oh,
like that.
It couldn't have possibly been the people who've stalked Steve for years and years and years and years, and who have encouraged her and enabled her poor behavior, like the poor sides of what she was doing, her poor behavior, her toxic, more toxic sides of what she's doing, as well as enabling and essentially initiating her racism, is from what she said, because she said she got that information from somewhere else. So I was like, well, it's still racist, but okay.
You could literally just take 2 seconds to research what Manya does and look at her profile.
Or watch the video that you were reviewing where she's talking about her job.
That's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah, the video she was reacting to Steve's live stream.
She knew better.
Here, I'm talking about my job. And she, like, which call center agent will deal with a truck accident? Which call center agent does that?
Potentially 911, and potentially the job I used to work at. But the job I used to work at presented itself as a call center, but was not a call center.
I have a master's degree in engineering. Maybe add 2 + 2.
Yeah, but that was all like emergency services, or like we need to dig a hole, or this truck hit a pole and we need to fix the pole.
Right. And she acts like she knows everything about Steve, everything he does. She clearly watches all his stuff. How many times has Manya said and talked about other people being racist and using call center agent as a way of expressing that, towards her? It's happened on Twitter. It's happened, I think, on YouTube with other accounts. So the thing is, it's happened before. It's been talked about. There's no way she did not know that this is a hot button issue. I get it. She, gotta get the attention, gotta get the views, all that stuff. But you're going too far. You're going too far.
It's like she's vying for this easy jab when it's not even a jab. It's just like, okay, cool, you're stupid. Like,
it all makes her look bad. It exposes her.
Yeah,
it exposes the people who support her, that are enabling her and encouraging her. That is the usefulness of these types of people.
I would
highly
recommend
the people who support them.
Yeah, I would highly recommend anybody who's interested in finding out what kind of people enable and encourage this kind of behavior, check out her comment sections on her videos. It's not difficult.
And her live stream chat,
some of these people act like they're against racism, and they're against ableism, and they're against mocking mental health and these things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But only if they care about the people that are being targeted.
You would think that after a while they might think about it.
Or if they don't like the person that's doing it.
Yeah. Well, it's easy to say that you're against something, but then when it goes up against somebody that you don't like and you're desperately trying to make a jab at them, then suddenly out of nowhere the perspectives change. It's like the lack of consistency just kind of proves how little morals they have. Yeah. If you have actual morals, integrity, you'll do the right thing. If you have actual integrity, if you're a good person, you will do the right thing no matter how hard it is. It just doesn't.
Even if you don't like the person that it's happening to.
Yeah, it's like rules for thee, but not for me. You have to follow the certain self-righteous, moralistic rules that I have come up with right out from my asshole. You have to follow them, but I don't have to follow them. Okay, Karen.
And if you don't follow them, there's an or else, right? There's I'm going to stalk you forever, because that's what she's been doing, right?
Yeah.
Like, look at the about page. Like, her about page is like, I talk about transgender issues, and I talk about issues with this, and I want to talk about issues about this, and then all she talks about is Steve. And on her little about for her give me money thing is, I want to talk about these other issues, but I seem to be caught by Steve, and as if it's all Steve's fault that you've decided to talk about him?
You
He
chose
talked
to
about
talk
you
about
once. Like, fuck off. And
But it's
easy to pass the
we
blame
liked your video.
if you're not doing good.
Yeah, it's so
Bizarre.
it's sad, but I'm sort of glad that I did that live stream because it brought out her actual prejudices and her racism out in the open, and people can see that it's just a fucking excuse that, oh, Steve's not behaving in a way I want him to behave. It's just a fucking excuse. And the way she put up that tweet saying, like, asking I don't know who that to put up links to substance abuse helplines in my comments section. Yeah, that also shows that how she actually views those issues.
There's like 7 ways that that's not appropriate. 1, you would have to know the location that Manya is in for that to even be effective. Right? So, like, if you're American and you start posting a bunch of American links in different places in America, because each city and each, anywhere that there's a mayor is essentially going to have a different helpline number. So, assuming that state even has a different healthcare line. And, I mean, we've seen that before on social media where it's like, hey, there's either America or not America. And it's like, racism only exists in this capacity because I'm American and this is the only racism I'm familiar with because history is beyond me and so is geography.
I was literally just about to say that, though. It's like, of course it's, there's no other place other than America. So yeah, here you go. Just that small-mindedness.
Yeah.
It betrays just the depth and level of, oh, I don't know the right word for this.
Ignorance?
Yeah, a little bit.
Ignorance.
There's a different part of it that does. I don't even know. I'll figure it out later. I'll yell it out in the middle of
arrogance.
I'm muted. Sorry. Like the need to be special, to be superior, to feel like you're part of something.
There, empty soul and empty heart to feel better
There's
about
got to be a
themselves.
word for that, but I'm drawing a blank too.
I don't know. Yeah. So what Sinister Porpoise did after that was, instead of like going back and thinking, oh, what the fuck did I just tweet? She doubles down on it. She comes up with another tweet with a Periscope video attached to it, in which she goes like, giving Manya, the drunken call center agent, some feedback on her first review stream. And I'm like, so you're doubling down on it? Seriously? Like, how, like, people get angry, and then they type stuff. Well, but then they think about it, and then they're like, oh shit. But this chick, she just doubles down on it.
And not only that, who is she to give anybody streaming advice?
So if she was honest, like if she honestly did not mean to say something racist, the proper response is, oh my god, I did not realize that was a racial slur. Like we saw the same thing with Exiled and Laura when they were racist towards Manya. They didn't say, oh my god, I didn't realize I was being racist, I'm so sorry. They just excused it or justified it.
Yeah. And we'll see further
how that justification happens. Goodbye.
Yeah, so do you want to guys watch that Periscope where she was advising me, or do you want
to... can we also please note that this was not your first review stream? You've done review streams before. This is just the first one on your channel.
Yeah. I've done one on my channel previously also. I reviewed Jason's live stream and lost a few brain cells, and then again when I reviewed this chick's live stream.
She straight up just does not know what the hell she's talking about.
No, she does not. Okay, I'll bring it up. Hold on, I'll stop sharing this one and I'll get the other one.
Is that even lack of due diligence on her part? Like, what would that even be, getting it so wrong? I just don't get it.
Dishonesty?
It's either dishonest or lazy. I think that maybe she doesn't actually, like I was saying earlier, she doesn't really watch or listen to the words that are said because she knows all she's going to do anyways is just say, oh, Chesh is an idiot. Manya's drunk. You know, nobody cares about Steve. Like, the end.
Yeah.
You don't have to watch the
She's
content
just running
if
a
that's
script.
your response.
She's running a script like Ken Hovind does. Right? But
Yeah.
Ken Hovind is at least charismatic and actually knows his script well and actually knows how to have conversation and navigate a social situation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, why is it sideways? Oh god, we're not going to be dealing with vertical
Don't
cam,
give him
are we?
that
Are we
many
dealing with
accolades.
somebody trying to stream in vertical cam? Ow.
Credit where credit's due.
deleted
I
this
don't
one.
know. I don't like it either. I hate him so much.
Kit Hovind is not funny at all. Like he's not
funny. He's not funny to certain people that know better, but to his audience, they find a charm and wit in what he says because they agree. I know. I know. It makes your skin crawl.
He's just like a grandpa who says weird, gross things that make you uncomfortable, and it's like, that's not funny, Grandpa. Go to a home already. You keep shitting your pants, Grandpa.
Oh no. Well, as long as Grandpa doesn't fart around us, it's okay. So this Periscope and the tweet, she deleted both. And I think so, I know why. Because she realizes, like, oops, that was, like, what the fuck did I just type? That was not good at all.
Oops, I was racist and I might get in trouble for it.
Oops. So, yeah, it's not a long video, I think, so it's only like 10 minutes long. We can just listen to it. It's not saying much. In summary, she's just trying to be... You know what they try and do is like divide and rule.
Does she ever say much, though?
No. So she's just trying to go with divide and rule kind of thingy, where she's trying to like, oh Manya, I appreciate that you did a live stream, but you know Shesh is bad, you know. So she's trying to do that, which is another, you know, tactic to gaslight. This is what gaslight looks like. She has no fucking clue what gaslight is. This is a perfect example. Talk about not having self-awareness, but I'll just play it. Let me know if you can hear the noise, the sound. First few seconds, she doesn't realize that her sound is very low. So you might think that the sound is not right, but it's actually like that. So I'll just skip it a bit where she starts talking properly. Like we can hear her. That's a long way in.
McRae,
there we go.
Game.
Hey, there it is. Okay, so
Steve
we can
McRae
hear it, but not
game?
only does she have a stream where she doesn't have proper audio for the first how many minutes?
1 minute 17 or 20 seconds.
So she's got a minute of not having proper. So there's a difference between being muted and not setting your levels properly. I set the levels, but didn't unmute us when we started. Two different things. She didn't have.
Yep.
She wasn't muted. She had improper levels, and she's gonna give you advice on how to stream, Manya.
Oh yeah, I'm still looking forward to it.
She's such a success, you know. You have to take that advice and really take it to heart.
Yeah. There we go. Almost there.
I'm used to regular viewers of my channel.
That is so fucking savage. I don't know why, but that's so savage.
I'm sorry, I'm playing on her because apparently what you do for work and your success level dictates what your arguments are valid or not.
She's got a lot of like popular content on her channel.
So yeah, someone like her, she can give it all the advice, of course, because she's qualified.
Here we go.
McRae drinking game work? It's quite simple. There are 2 variants of it now, and you only play one at a time. You take a drink every time Steve says narrative, or you take a drink every time he tries to gaslight someone.
Oh god.
It's probably not gonna go well for you if you don't know what gaslighting is.
Oh god.
Now, I actually have played the McRae drinking game on stream once.
That's it? There's only
cheated,
2? There's only 2 rules? What kind of garbage drinking game is this?
Oh god.
Steve does not say the word narrative enough for this to be funny.
By the end of it, I had to basically give up. Why
Yeah,
did I
because
have
you
to
made
give up?
shitty rules.
Because it would be clear that if I continued drinking every time you said narrative, I wouldn't be able to continue the stream.
So you're a
Were
coward.
you really drinking? No, coward plus were you really drinking? I thought I saw a bottle of Mountain Dew, that piss-colored drink. You weren't drinking.
She didn't say what she was drinking.
Yeah, but I guess maybe she was being conscious of like how much sugar intake she has or something like that.
Really? Do
Nothing
you
to
think
do
so?
with whatever drinking problems you have. Now, the fact that I'm calling you a drunken call center agent is just to irritate you, obviously.
So
No, it's being racist.
it's being racist,
It's
and
being
you
racist
realize
to
that.
irritate somebody. I don't
Yeah.
think that okay, are we really gonna concern ourselves too much with what Peter Griffin is saying over here? Because that is the lighting and angle she's at. Girl, put a little bit of effort into your streams.
This is done on
Please.
purpose, I think so, because then people can't see your face. She can later claim, oh, someone else posted as me, or I got hacked or something. Maybe she could claim that.
I wonder if it's at least partly on purpose. I mean, she seems to like to be a character, like the way she dresses up, the way she presents everything. I have to like question everything. Like, did she mean to do this?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a degree that I'm gonna say that in some cases yes, and in some cases no. She dresses
Sure, like
up and
Flex.
acts a certain way on purpose because probably not because she likes playing it's because she likes playing a character, but she likes playing a character because she's not comfortable presenting who she actually is. Probably because she's fucking racist. And the internet doesn't tend to like people who are fucking racist.
So it's
However-
good to make some away from the camera.
However, there is a different angle to talk about here, which, is a pun, and I'm not sorry. And it does entirely have to do with the way you present yourself on camera. The way you present yourself on camera is you pick the camera angle you're going to be on, and you pick a regular way to look. Like a consistent way to present yourself.
Yeah, like I do. My hair are always
Right,
down.
Manya's hair is
Yeah.
almost always down. Sweet's hair is almost always down. I do two different ones. Sometimes my hair is up, and sometimes it's down. It's down when I'm wearing headphones, and up when I'm not wearing headphones. My hair is also swept. My part is to the left, as if I am left-handed, which is actually purposeful. So where your camera is and what your angle is actually a conscious decision you're making. So Porpus over here is consciously deciding to look like Peter Griffin.
Exactly.
Oh god. Here we go.
And we're here for it.
Yeah, no, you do you, girl. If that's how you want to
Yeah.
look, more power to you. I'm just not convinced you're doing it consciously.
Again, and in all seriousness, does not invalidate her arguments.
No, not at all.
But it's funny that she wants to give people advice and invalidate their arguments.
Well, without
Exactly.
doing putting in the effort into the stream.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if you want people to take your stream seriously, then you need to take it seriously. And if you're not going
There's
to
an
take it
adorable
seriously,
irony to it.
well, and the
For sure.
excuse,
Like-
right? The excuse is like, well, how dare Chesh say that I look like this? Because how dare she? No, you're not putting the effort in and choosing to present yourself this way because you're choosing not to put the effort in. Because you're afraid that people aren't going to accept you for who you are if you do put the effort. You're afraid of failure. Simple as that. You're lacking the confidence in the way either you look or the way you present yourself, which is why you're wanting to play a character. And there are reasons for choosing to play a character. So like Logic is a character, but that is a
Right.
well thought out character that has effort
That's
put
art.
into it. Surus, the skeptic, is sometimes he's a character and sometimes he's not. And so there's a conscious effort into Undoomed is a character,
Yeah.
not the person. Sir Sick and Professor Stick, both
Yeah, like that's
Characters.
okay. It's okay to do that. It's how you do it.
it's a matter of
And the
I feel like rules
consistency
for
that
thee,
you have
no rules
behind
for
it.
me, kind of
right. There's
Dapper is a character.
Dapper Dino
Yeah.
absolutely is a character, and there's nothing wrong with. And there are reasons why you would choose to do that. You being a low effort bitch, deciding not to put any effort
shit.
in, and then trying to use that lack of effort as an excuse for how dare anybody insult me when it is an honest, you visually look this way. If I were to put a side by side and that's what you look like, that's not an insult, that's an observation. And you can't tell the difference between what those things are because you're so afraid of failure that you refuse to put any effort into anything. So you just leech your content off of other people. And you're racist.
Yeah, that's all
also,
we got.
you're racist, so fuck you anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's finish this video. We got a couple more screenshots
Yeah, keep going.
to go to.
Just like me putting a link to the substance abuse chat hotline was, of course, to irritate you.
You didn't put the link. You told other people to do the work for you because you're a low-effort bitch.
Yeah, you're too coward to do it yourself, number one, because then you will be called out for it. Now you're getting called out for it. Maybe that's why you deleted that, Periscope, because you're like, oh shit, what did I just do? Okay, so you say you asked someone else to do that to irritate me. So that's kind of quite obvious.
You're
you
trolling.
Don't care about me. You're trolling. You don't care whether I'm suffering from substance abuse or not. You don't care about that. And in that process, you're diminishing what actually when people actually go through alcoholism and suffer from alcoholism. You're diminishing that. You're making fun of that.
There are times where
That's a really good point.
Where jokes are fine. There are jokes that can be made generalizing things, but the problem is when you don't understand what humor is, and that being a comedian and having humor takes effort into how you present yourself.
Using your brains, you mean?
Effort and intelligence and a lot
of
two things.
So like there's some comedians out there that say some really horrible stuff, but most people don't get upset because they know it's a joke. They know the person is either whatever reason, but like they know that they're not views this person actually holds.
If the other person doesn't think it's funny, it's not a joke. If I make a joke about alcoholism and drinking so much, and alcoholics think it's funny because it's a little bit that realistic, then it's fine. It's a joke. If I make a joke that is racist and the people from that race thinks it's funny because it's a stereotype or it's something that's accurate,
or you're mocking the racism by joking about it. There's an irony to it. It's
right. No funny joke says that racism is okay. A funny joke might say racism exists and it should be mocked into the ground. So a really good example of that is Sacha Baron Cohen. Sacha Baron Cohen uses racism to expose racists and expose like how ridiculous and not okay racism is. He is not racist.
Like an obvious pose is okay to me. Like if you are clearly playing a character that it's obvious you don't hold those views, then that's different. I mean, and that's a direction she could have gone. And she still could go.
But it's funny.
Right.
Like I shouldn't say it's funny, but she came up with that narrative that I'm drunk because I'm not pronouncing some words correctly according to her standards. She came up with that.
Because everybody in America pronounces words right.
Which people would argue is racist on its own, even without the call center part.
Yeah.
So.
Plus, she brings up my my native language, Hindi. She says, I thought that Hindi didn't lack the R sound, so why are you saying cold? She needs to get her ears checked. I was pronouncing it right. I shouldn't have to justify it anyways. Yeah. Number one. Number two, it's you who came up with that narrative, and then it's you who asked other people, like a coward, to spam my comments by putting helpline numbers to substance abuse.
Right.
You created the joke. And then when people didn't find it funny, you backtracked on it. How
many comments did we get while we were live, by the way, that actually gave that link? Was it 0? I'm pretty sure nobody went along with whatever she was trying to do.
Yeah, 0.
You know what was funny?
You
know what was funny? high reds when Kyle was deleting comments on the non-sequitur show. That was
You read
funny.
my mind. I was just gonna say there was a time before I'm called a hypocrite. All right. Yes, that was different. That was different. And maybe some people might think it's not different.
It wasn't malicious.
We felt justified.
funny.
Maybe they feel justified. I don't think it's the same thing.
No,
I really don't.
And Todd says,
it didn't say, "Hey, go to the non sequitur show and post comments for cocaine abuse." He said, "Say hi from me."
Yeah.
As I'm saying, if people can't see the difference, I don't think I can help.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Todd in the live chat, he's saying she really harps on Manya's W's. On Manya's W is a we. Like when she said victim. Yeah, I do sometimes do that instead of victim.
A lot
victim,
of people
I go
do that.
victim.
Yeah.
So, and was mocked for days and days over there. It's just because her accent, for fuck's sake. I'm like, they can do that. I don't care. I know my W's and V's are kind of messed up. I know that. I don't care.
You know what, Manya? I've noticed that, and I know it too. And guess what? I don't care either. I know what you're saying.
I think we all have noticed that, and it's completely irrelevant.
It's adorable, and I love it, and it's fine.
What's one of my favorite things I
That's
have
what I
Manya
keep
say on a regular basis? I'm pretty sure it's "you dense motherfucker." She does
Yes.
not say that the
Yes.
same way I do.
And comfort table. Comfort table is one of my all-time
Comfortable.
favorites.
Yeah.
Because it makes sense. When things are pronounced phonetically, it actually warms my heart. For some reason, I just like it. It's amusing. And
No,
the thing is
Sinister Porpus thinks
nobody doesn't
everybody-
understand you.
Sinister Porpoise thinks every female should be like her. And what a world
God,
that
no.
would be.
Oh!
No, the travesty.
You're welcome. You are so welcome.
And I went through a lot of shit to get to where I am right now. And if I ever am told I need to be like that
Listen,
to be a good woman,
if you're not, you're
I'll
bad
become a man.
person, and she's gonna keep making videos about you if you don't act like her. So not only is she dictating how women should be, but she's also saying that men need to behave in a way that she finds acceptable, which is completely arbitrary. So you can only be left alone and not harassed by this person if you are a man, behave in a way that she thinks is acceptable, which we don't know what that is. She hasn't actually made that clear, but if you're a woman, you have to act the way she does. But if you do act the way she does, even remotely close to it, in response, this is what's gonna happen. And you get a Peter Griffin stream all about you.
Oh my god.
I'm not letting that go.
No.
I'm sorry, I physically cannot, I can't be like you. I'm not wired that way because I'm wired in a way that I actually want to be a decent person and actually help people and not spend my whole life tearing people down. So, I don't know, I'm a bad woman, I guess.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We bad.
Yeah.
We bad.
Sorry.
We know
You
it.
bad.
We know
You
it.
bad. Someone spank me, please.
Oh.
I'm bad. I know it. Ow.
Goddamn
Okay, here we go.
quarantine.
Let's try and finish this.
I really don't know if you have a drinking problem or not. I don't care.
So she doesn't care if I have a drinking problem or not. Thanks, Sinister,
Wow.
for telling me that. You don't
Imagine-
care.
Saying a drinking
imagine if
problem
you
and an abuse
actually
problem
did
and you
struggle
don't
with
care
that.
about it.
That's, oh god, it's gross. Stop being gross.
Sorry, couldn't help it.
But you do often show up on Steve's streams. I get it. Maybe you're bored in lockdown like the rest of us are.
What's the
What?
problem with
That's-
this me turning up drunk in Steve's live streams? What's the problem with
I
that?
wanna
don't
know what the
get
math
it. It's
is.
so
She-
fun.
She acts as if it personally, like, affects her.
You
Like,
know why?
Yeah.
No one's showing up drunk in her streams, I'm assuming.
Aww. Yeah.
Does she do socials? I don't want to watch her stuff. I shouldn't say that without knowing, but
I
Does she
want
do-
to know. I want to know the math. Like, clearly, if this is such a thing, this is like a sticking point for her. She's done the math. which means that we all know she's watched all of Steve's streams, right? Like, obviously that's the case. She might not be listening to them, but she's watched them all. So
she's implied as much.
Could she please do the math of how often Manya shows up a week inside of one of Steve's streams, an unacceptable level of drunk, and how drunk Manya is in those streams? And, like, do the math and tell me whether or not that's, like, either one, an abuse problem, or two, how much or how often she's actually drinking, and at what level is acceptable and is not acceptable.
I was gonna say, what is unacceptable?
Right, exactly.
Because you know what I see in the chat? I love drunk Manya. Manya's drunk. That's all. Like, people think, and not that you should celebrate alcoholism. This is the thing. I do not believe that Manya's an alcoholic. I haven't seen her.
If we thought Manya was an alcoholic, we'd be having.
It's annoying to even explain. Like you shouldn't have to even explain it. But people who've known you from the get-go, Manya, this is so on its face ridiculous.
I mean, when you really like look at it, and like I take personal umbrage with this whole, oh, you're not doing it right, blah blah blah. What, like, Manya is like me in a lot of the ways. I used to be so crazy repressed, not just by religion, but also my family. And the fact that she has literally, with us, completely opened up and learned how to not only have fun, but also break free from the anxiety that is breaking the repression. Like, it's such a beautiful thing to see for people who actually understand what oppression and repression feels like, and how amazing it is to whip it off and have fun with your friends. And like, it sickens me to the core that she wants to come for Manya in this way, but also not understand how beautiful it is that she is actually having fun. Like, she has decided for herself that she wants to step out of her box and try and drinking, and she loves it. And that's amazing.
Exactly
She's legitimately trying to have,
I know.
Let's not forget that Sinister Porpus is trying to have a drinking game and said that they had to stop the drinking game to be able to drink responsibly. But it's not okay for Manya.
Was that the bingo thing? Because that bingo is actually pretty funny. I like that.
There's like a good couple of things in that bingo that are actually pretty good.
Manya's drunk. She had
it was kind of funny.
Yeah, so I read through...
Maybe a few tweaks, but it was pretty funny.
Yeah, it needs some tweaks, because I read through the bingo and I'm like, this reeks really badly of somebody trying too hard. So I was like, okay, so if you swap out a couple of these things, you could end up with a pretty solid bingo card, and I think I want to play on the next time I'm on a rum and coke.
Because there are things that people like do say often. You could do that with any of us, I bet.
But you have to know
and it would
us
probably
well
be
enough,
kind of funny.
You have to listen to what we're saying.
Right.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But your stream was just bad.
Okay.
Why was it just bad?
Yeah.
Well, the problem is you don't really understand what you're talking about. While I agree that you did the right thing by demoting Cheshire.
Demoting?
From host because Cheshire is a goddamn moron. Can't hold anyone's interest.
Next, Manya?
Best thing you could do for these...
How do I demote you guys? I don't know. How do I demote you? Like,
Manya Plier, can you promote me, please?
Yeah, when did we get... Who got demoted? What? Did I get demoted?
Like, I thought you were a mod on my stream.
Yeah, this is Manya's channel, right? This is your channel. This is Manya's channel.
Yeah. What?
How do you demote someone on a live stream? I don't get it. Like, how do you do that? Like, see, I need to ask Sinister. I need to confirm. I'm missing something. See, this is about the streaming world I don't know. Sinister can help me with that. Explain me how to demote someone on a live stream.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I also have another question. If I'm so dumb, why is she afraid of me?
Ooh!
Right!
Ooh,
she would never talk to any of us one-on-one. I don't think.
No.
I would be shocked.
No.
The invitation's out there. I'd love to have a conversation.
Future streams, other than develop a sense of snark and sarcasm, which is one of the things about my stream you didn't replicate very well.
Who's
Trying to replicate garbage of your stream, lady.
Right?
Wait,
That's
wait,
weird.
hold on.
That's
hold on.
weird.
There's
Hold on.
literally nothing I
Did
would
she
want to
just-
replicate.
Wait, did she just say that there wasn't enough sarcasm in your I am the queen of sarcasm.
Yeah. She's trying to downplay that because she sees the competition. What's the best way to deal with competition? Downplay it, right?
Well, you notice that this entire time, I was in your stream. The only person she's come after is you, because she's afraid of me. She just says, oh, Chesh is an idiot, so I don't have to talk about any of the things that she said. You know, like how I'm a leech and, you know, just kind of a bitch, and now I'm kind of trying
to be fair, I'm kind of afraid of you too. So.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But you don't start shit.
Low key.
So, like, I'm trying to, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of trying to bait her with a Peter Griffin comment.
There we go again.
God damn it, Chesh, we can't take you anywhere.
Just to make sure that Cheshire is not
do not represent the entire panel.
Wait, put that back. What was she saying?
Yet we support them.
Which is one of the things about my stream you didn't replicate very well, is to make sure that Cheshire is not your co-host.
Okay.
Go watch that time of the month streams again, and see how it's pointless, stupid, and vapid content.
Is she talking about that time of the month?
Yeah, she said
Does
we're
she know that
stupid
we are
and
all
vapid
I'm also
content.
co-host there? Yeah?
Did we not just have a stream talking about men's rights and promoting how men have it rough too, and like that kind of stuff?
Which was really good, and I'm sorry I missed it.
Nah, that's okay.
I was so excited for that one too. But that was actually a really great stream, and if anybody hasn't seen it, go watch it.
I have a question. If we're talking about her on that time of the month, and our content is vapid, does that make her content by proxy, because we're covering it, useless and vapid?
I think her content is a little bit worse than vapid. What would be worse than vapid?
Black hole of garbage. I don't know. Like, it's just
like
it's the
trash
lowest,
that is actively on fire.
It's the lowest possible. It's a thing that literally anybody can do. Literally anybody can get on camera and talk about the very obvious flaws that they're perceiving from somebody else. It's I don't understand taking this much time.
Honestly.
To do it, especially on one person, to devote a whole day, a whole segment to somebody who honestly is not bothering you. They're not doing or saying anything that's harmful. You guys they talk about all these like horrible things that Steve does, and that Steve talks to these people, and Steve had this person on, but they don't go after that person. They don't go after the monsters that are actually out there that they think we somehow promote. They just go after Steve because that's the thing. It's not about doing the right thing. It's just about him. That's really sad and obsessive and
mad
creepy.
Because she can't find anybody who would even want to be her co-host, especially after being racist piece of shit.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Like there are actual people out there that you could go after, and you could bother those people for doing actual bad things. They exist.
You guys want to say hi? Well, you have
and
to,
see
like,
how it's pointless, stupid, and vapid content.
Okay.
Hey, pause
Thanks
for a
for
second.
telling
We
me
have
that
visitors.
the content I'm part of.
We have visitors. You guys want to say hi?
Hey! Hello!
Hey!
Are you the girls?
Hello there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hi!
People!
How are you doing? Good, how are
Is this
you?
like time of the month or
Yeah,
something?
yeah.
Oh, there's Rach.
Yo.
Hey!
Everybody want to come say hi?
We've been Christmas decorating the tree.
The war on Christmas
saw the
continues.
war on
Christmas. Are you having fun?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Sinister Porpoise.
No.
That's a good reaction.
That's the appropriate reaction.
It is, yeah. Oh, my eyeball. I hurt my. Oh.
Okay.
Smart.
Okay, let's go. That was good. That was awesome. She just shot off like.
Hello.
I really didn't intend to have the camera on. Secondly, continuing these streams trying to target me isn't going to work. I'm done with you at the end of November.
Okay, why should I care when you're done?
God, the angle
And
is so
number two-
uncomfortable.
Yeah, it is.
I've stated that clearly. It's not the end of November
she's
yet.
got 2 more days left of November, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch and see if she talks about Manya again anytime after November.
Now, if you think I'm going to do a big
Leaving this
YouTube stream
alone.
reviewing your stream of my review, you clearly need to learn something about reviews that hasn't dawned on you yet. Adding your own commentary, as stupid those yours was, on a review stream makes the review streams take longer. Bring in
Doesn't she do that? I thought she did the same.
I think
And she
she's
did the
mad
thing
that we didn't
yesterday?
cover her whole video.
Yeah,
That-
we covered
she
only 30
spends-
minutes of it.
So much time pointing out how stupid people are and how wrong they are, but with absolutely nothing to say why.
Yeah.
Well, all of
Like,
it is
zero self-awareness.
You're
There's
doing the
nothing.
thing that I'm doing, and here's how you're doing the, and here's the dumb things about what I'm doing. But I'm not gonna explain to you why you're dumb and I'm not.
Well, she doesn't need to. She's already justified it to herself. She's
Yeah, it should be
justified this
obvious.
attack. Yeah, she's justified this attack to herself, and she's just talking it out, honestly.
Yeah.
Basically
what
to
I meant
herself,
was
let's be
alright.
honest.
I actually think this
Right.
is kind of funny, so.
Yeah, I mean, it is.
It is.
Of course what I
At the end of the
meant
day,
was
it
It's
alright.
as
honestly
funny as it is
is.
sad.
It's okay, so here's the thing.
And other
This
people-
is the line between being funny and being pathetic. So if this was like
Honestly.
scripted and purposefully like
That's
bad
what I mean.
advice, it would be
Yeah.
really funny. But it's
It
not,
would.
and this is just the way she is, and she's just shitty. That's
She
too
needs to figure out how to stop giving off the vibe that she's serious, and everything would be okay.
God. Okay, here we go.
stupid
Like,
those
you
yours
want,
was
you want to find something deeper, but
on a
there
review
isn't.
stream makes the
No.
review streams take longer. Bringing in other people to help makes them take even longer.
Hey, pause for a second.
This is why I skip through a lot of Steve's content.
Yep.
There's a reason why there's 4 of us for that time of the month, and the stream is 2 hours long. We take a topic and it gives us a half an hour each to be able to say what we need to say. That's exactly why there's the number of people that are here, and there's a reason why the stream is as long as it is for the number of people that are in the stream. So everybody feels like they have the amount of time that they need to say what they need to say. At no point have I ever gotten any feedback from any of the girls saying they did not get to say what they needed to say or felt like they needed more time. 0. None. Zip. You mean
You know what,
that we
Tash?
plan
Since it
these
came up,
things
you know,
out ahead
I've
of
been meaning
time?
to. I've been meaning to talk to you. I feel.
Thanks, sweet. Throw me right under the bus during the live stream. You mean sarcasm?
I can honestly say this is the best YouTube work environment I've ever been in.
Oh.
Alright.
And we know where else I've been.
What the fuck?
Okay, here we go.
Mostly because it's not relevant to whatever Steve drama is the topic of the week that week. And
Wait,
you may
so
have
is
also
she
noticed that I'm
complaining?
specifically focusing on Steve drama. I don't.
Is she complaining that we don't talk about Steve drama right now? What?
Oh, she's saying that her streams are not like about Steve's drama. That's what she was saying,
Oh,
I
okay.
think.
I thought she was still in the
Most of ours aren't
I'm
either.
dumb.
Is the topic of the week that week. And you may have also noticed that I'm specifically focusing on Steve drama. I don't care about his philosophy streams because they're boring. Steve McRae has managed to convince me that academic philosophy is the most boring topic on the planet. The sad thing is, it may not be.
When you don't understand it.
I just don't know.
The
So
only
you-
source she has, the only source
I
she
didn't
has
plan on
is
going last
Steve.
night. because-
Oh! This is
Can
so
you
sad.
imagine? The only source you have for academic philosophy isn't even a
And a person who doubts that they're not a philosopher too.
Oy, 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 oy.
Sweetie, you can do better.
Sweetie.
You can do better.
No, she can't. No, she can't.
No, I know. I'm gonna die on this hill. I believe in this woman. I think she can do better.
You have more faith in humanity than I do.
I agree.
It's not asking much. It's really not. Because better.
Now that I can agree on it. It really is not.
Like she can do better. I'm not saying maybe she can't do great.
When you
Maybe she'll never make it.
somewhere between the bottom of the Marianas Trench and the lowest point in the ocean that we can get
You'll
to,
find the
it
Sinister
shouldn't be that
Porpus.
hard to do better, yeah.
Like, she wants Steve to do better, but she doesn't want herself to do better. Nice.
Lead by
Again,
example.
double
She's
standards.
got all of the best streaming advice. She's got the best advice for all of the streaming.
Truly superb, very intelligent. It's great. It's a great advice. It's the best
I
advice.
have the biggest brain.
Bankruptcy.
Hey, I mean,
The solution to all your problems.
Alright,
I mean, Trump is pretty racist, so that lines up pretty well.
okay,
Vote in the chat
So
if
someone
you
is
think
coming in-
Sinister Porpoise voted for Trump. 1 in the chat if you think she did. 2 in the chat if you think she didn't.
okay, someone in the chat said, I thought if one was against bullying in any form, this pattern would fill a bill of cyberbullying, no matter how justified they feel about being bullies. Sexy73, bitch 99, we are just reacting to a stream. You know, like the person in the stream does themselves, so I don't know what
This is a case of don't talk about me talking about you. No,
Yeah.
this is somebody
Yeah,
that
like,
is,
it's
we're
very different.
looking at somebody who is critiquing us, and we're laughing at their critique because it's not
Yeah.
good.
If she
woman
didn't
is
talk
talking
about
about
us,
me.
he would never talk about her.
Yeah,
It's
the woman in the video is talking about me and my live stream. I think so. I am in my right to listen to that and see whether she has anything substantial to say. If not, I'll just laugh it off, and that's what I'm doing with my mates. I don't think so that's cyberbullying at all. So
no.
nice try, honey. Try it.
She's literally inviting this kind of dialogue, and we're mostly goofing anyways. There's no.
What's that?
I don't honestly. Can anybody here say? Does anybody here have any malicious ill will towards this woman? I don't.
No.
I'm sorry, having a malicious
Not
will
really.
involves giving a shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Exactly.
Very true.
This
Have any
is
of us?
a-
Here's the question. Me and Steve actually covered this when we talked about that article we went over about talking about the difference between critique and bullying or trolling.
Yeah.
One of the main things that
go on.
came down with that was, are you seeking this person out? And the answer is at no point in time have any of us ever sought out Sinister Porpoise. We are not making her read this. We're not tweeting at her. We're not going outside of our realm. We're
not
on
even
our
talking to
channel
her.
talking about people talking
Yeah.
about us. So though that
Like,
would
I
not
don't-
count. That would not fall
I
under cyberbullying.
legitimately want her to
Has
do
Manya
better.
even-
Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
Like I don't have any bad feelings towards her. I'm sad.
Yeah,
I'm like
and-
jokes. Like we're gonna
Yeah.
we're gonna
What's
rip on
that?
her because she rips on us, but it's not like we want her to be hurt. Like I honestly don't. Unless the only way I'd want her to be hurt is to maybe internalize some of the criticism we're giving her and understand that that's how she treats people, and maybe don't treat people that way because it doesn't feel nice,
Yeah.
and it shouldn't feel nice to do.
Well, what is that thing? When like a bully's like baiting? I guess it would just be baiting, huh? Well, they're just like harassing you and punching you and hurting you, and then you turn around and you deck them in the face. After,
And then you're the one that goes to the
like-
principal's office. Yeah.
and
I've
you're
been
the
there.
one who gets in trouble. You're the one who's called the bully after the bully literally has been harassing
So-
you and calling you names and being racist towards you. Like,
Yeah, so
On-
apparently
like, seriously?
Sinister Porpoise coming after me for a year and my business partner for over a year, I am not justified in poking a little bit of fun at her by
How
saying
dare
that
you.
she puts no effort into her videos and thus by doing so makes herself look like Peter Griffin. But she's okay to be racist though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
yeah,
can
of
be
course.
racist, she can stalk and
course.
harass us, but we can't respond.
Yeah.
Thanks.
She can call Manya names, she can call Chesh
Yeah.
names, she can, you know, act like
She
they're
can call me a drunk.
retarded and say that they're
Yeah, that's
stupid and talk all this shit, but when we're, you know, poking fun at her and we're not poking fun at her.
We're
It's
stooping
more like
to her level. is what
calling
they're
this
saying.
shit out. Literally calling her shit out, and we're literally calling her shit out and being like, who are you to try and give Manya advice when your streams look like this?
Yeah.
Like, what are you trying to, like, what is she even trying to, I'm sick of it. I was bullied all through high school, and I mean, I've had, like, literally gum put in my hair, and then when I whipped around and screamed at the bullies who were bullying me, I'm the one who got in trouble. This is the shit that I do not abide.
They're sitting here, well, we've got a couple people in the chat sitting here saying that, calling Manya a call center agent because she's because of her race isn't racist, but me saying she looked like Peter Griffin is too far, and that we're the snowflakes. So welcome to actually trying to learn what gaslighting is, by the way.
Right.
This is a perfect example. There we go. Yeah. So okay.
Yeah,
so
because
for the
I'm
social
actually affected right now. I'm very upset.
Yeah, look at how
I'm hurt
angry
by
we
this
are.
person's
We're so
opinion.
snowflakes. We're so
Clearly.
upset. Oh.
I'm fucking sick of this shit. It's this high school fucking mentality of, this person's gonna bully you. You should just be the bigger person and ignore them. Why is it always when someone is harassing someone, it's okay, but then when you respond and you're like, hey, this is fucked up, then you're in trouble.
It's okay. It's okay that he pushed you. He just likes you. That's what boys do.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
It's really a compliment.
Your dad hits you in the face because he loves you and he wants you to learn.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, that took a turn. Yeah.
Okay, Pastor.
Yeah.
Okay, Pastor.
Yeah.
I literally just told you I've been being hit at home. Okay. Definitely just make excuses for him. Cool.
Hey,
No,
John.
No.
Guys, we're triggered though. Look how triggered we are.
Yeah,
We're
we're so
so
triggered.
I'm the only one who's triggered right now, and it's about the fucking bullying shit. It's so stupid.
Listen,
you know what? Again,
guys,
it's
okay.
what we said earlier.
Sinister Porpus won. She outsmarted and out trolled all of us.
It's not about her for me. I don't care what she says or does.
It's about the
I think
behavior.
it's
Talking about
gross.
a certain type of behavior. Yeah.
I think it's gross and I think it's sad. However, like I said, I think that people like her serve a very important purpose. And that purpose
Porpus?
That purpose is to
Look at Puck's acting
expose
like the people in the live chat. Whine.
What? I'm sorry, Henry.
Puck was whining.
Sorry, what?
Go ahead.
Oh, fuck. And I'll say the important purpose is to expose the kind of people who would support what she does.
Yep.
I wish her
that's
well.
too
I
nuanced.
hope she
People
does
can't
better. I
understand.
think she has potential. I honestly do. If you're, I know you're watching this. I am 100% serious.
I don't
that
think
that
she
you...
has the potential. Seriously.
Okay, well we can. Oh my God, we disagree. Let's burn the stream, burn the whole channel down. No, I honestly think that if she were to reapply some of the things, her efforts, she could probably do okay. She could probably.
Well, she
I
needs
think
to...
that if deep down she really means well, if she thinks that she's just like, I really want attention, I really need to have this channel, I want people. You're playing into the wrong audience. The people that are supporting you are only supporting you because you're being mean to Steve and his friends. Don't you want more than that? Don't you want to actually like do something that people are following you because of you? Because of your entertainment? You have the capability. You're your character. Figure out your character and play to that. But do it honestly. And you could actually probably be something. People watch it.
Yeah.
But
I think
this is not the way.
First she needs to
take it or leave it, but it's honest. I mean it.
Here's the difference. I will agree with Sweet if Porpoise actually decides to put any effort. into anything that she
Yeah.
ever does. However, I am of the opinion that she is so afraid of failure and so afraid of rejection that she is unable to have conversations, unable to listen to actual criticism and or be able to take what would be, maybe the criticism is harsh, maybe the criticism is mean, but there are still nuggets you can take from those mean comments and those mean criticisms. Now, I don't think she's able to process it. I don't think she's able to listen. I don't think she's got the patience. And I think she is so scared of being rejected. And so she can take on a fight like this, or she thinks she can take on this as if it was a fight, which it's not. It's not a fight. We're not fighting with her. We don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's true.
But for her, this is the only way she can process it. Because it's okay for her to make jokes, but it's not okay for us to make jokes. If we make jokes, we're triggered. Right?
Yeah. We are the snowflakes.
We're the snowflakes if we make jokes back. It's only okay one way. I do not think... I think that if she could, Sweet is correct, that she could probably have a really great channel. I liked her content when I first saw it. But I don't think she's able to. I don't think she's capable of doing so. But from what I saw in her original videos, from what I see in the way she presents herself, from what I say to or see in the effort that she puts in to actually learn anything to be... If she wanted to have a funny show critiquing Steve, she would learn something about philosophy. That would be funny as hell!
Mm-hmm.
I watch the hell out of that. That'd be great! But she's not going to, and she can't. She doesn't come up with anything new. She only parrots what trolls have already been trying to say about Steve. There's nothing original about... And there's not even anything original about the way she presents it. So we've got this situation where she puts zero effort into anything. Now, if she were to put an effort, if she were to actually listen, if she were to pay attention and actually pick up what's being offered to her, if she was able to have that conversation, if she could be an adult on that level, then maybe she might have a situation where she would be able to sort of maybe build herself a following and a career, but that would take effort.
Effort, using your brains.
Everything about what she would need to do is something that she is not willing to do, either because she's lazy or because she doesn't, again, like I said, she's afraid of rejection or afraid of any real confrontation or any kind, or the risk of failure.
She needs easy targets.
They've got a super chat.
That's the ironic thing, though. If she's afraid of failure, this isn't the path to success. It's just not.
Hawkskull for 5 said, time for snoodle boops. So Puck is going to get booped on the snoot.
Oh.
Boopity boop.
A boop.
Always boop.
Boop.
You have to boop at least once for all of us.
1, 2, 3, 4 boops.
Yay.
Hey. So, okay. We should listen some more, because at this rate we won't be able to finish this video at all.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
This is Thanksgiving, and happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
I'm Canadian. And Manya's in New
science
Zealand.
streams aren't much better. And when he's talking to me about technology, you have no idea how painful listening to that technologically incompetent boomer is.
That doesn't give you a right to...
He has no idea what he's talking about.
Pause for a second.
And he somehow...
Bad thing to be doing on Thanksgiving in general.
So I just want to get something correct, just want to correct something real quick. Manya's not from America, and neither am I, so neither of us have Thanksgiving at this time period, you dumb bitch. Third.
Who are you talking to? I thought this was a critique to me, so why is she wishing me Thanksgiving?
Well, even if she was, fine, whatever, you can wish Thanksgiving, that's fine. But if she's saying you shouldn't be streaming and you should have better things to do on Thanksgiving, it's not Thanksgiving for either of us.
Also, Thanksgiving is a hoax.
Yeah, right.
Sorry.
What is she doing?
There's this little thing going on here. Half of the streams she reviews are Caffeine Corner episodes, which are produced by Bool, you slanderous bitch.
Bitch!
Not Steve, you dumbass. You're watching all these shows and all these episodes. How can you possibly not know that?
That's why I think part of it's on purpose. I'm like, did she say these things knowing she's lying? Or, like, is it a lie, or is it, like, she doesn't actually... Because she acts like she's such a curator of everything Steve. Like she knows. She knows what a shipwreck he is because she's so involved and she follows. But she doesn't know the basic facts ever. That doesn't make sense. You can't be both.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Someone's asking in the live chat, but doesn't Thanksgiving has something to do with Indians? Yeah, with American Indians, not with Indians from the Indian subcontinent.
That is.
Wait, what? I didn't
so
see that.
Thanks for your racism. Yeah, no, those are not the same thing.
Oh wow, yeah.
I know that Columbus was confused about that, but come on, man. There's no reason for you to be.
Jack of Hearts is like, oh, for
Go back
legal
to
reasons,
school,
that was a
please.
joke.
Oh, okay. He was kidding.
Okay. Listen, I didn't see it, so I didn't
I didn't
know.
see who it was.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that's funny. Okay.
I live in America, so there's no level of stupid that's unrealistic for
We're
me.
watching
So I can
Sinister
do whatever.
Porpus right now. There is no level
I
of stupid.
would suggest to the live chat, if I may, if I can, this guy John Wen, let him just vent. If you time him out, it's fine. But if you don't respond to him, he will go away. He just wants you to respond, and that's fueling his, whatever shit he's coming in with. So just let him stay there for a while. He will vent, and then he will go away. Just don't bother. Don't bother timing him out or anything like that. He'll go away eventually. Yeah. Unless
Thank you
he's
for your opinion.
disrespectful. Unless he's disrespectful to someone. Right? Like, there was someone on my live stream the other day that Bulanita kicked out. So yeah.
If Manya's
Okay,
comfortable
Todd
with
played
it,
it
I
back
think we're
control.
fine to leave them alone. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, thanks. I'm glad you think that.
Think what?
You're wrong, but you're welcome to your opinion.
Yes, I am.
Somehow thinks that having programmed a trash 80 makes him some sort of computer science genius, as just hanging around with the head of the obfuscated code contest or whatever Landon Curtinel is.
Is this still advice to
And
or
it's a
me?
shame Landon Curtinel hangs around with Steve McRae, because I bet he could have an interesting...
I thought this was advice for my live streaming. Where did Steve and Landon came in?
Is she dissing on Landon?
Who on Landon?
Oh Lord! No, but I thought this was advice for me. I thought I was going to learn something from her.
Clearly she's telling you
When
that
did
you should
Steve
have
and
Landon
Landon
as a
come in?
I remember a
co-host.
time we goofed on Elon Musk, but that's
Same.
I don't...
that was a little
So
different.
she's saying that it's a shame that Landon hangs out with Steve, but I think she was about to give suggestions about who Landon should hang out with. And there is nothing I would like to hear more than this person's opinion about who Landon should hang out with.
This person who knows fuck all about
Again,
This
Landon.
racist person should
Setting up
definitely, who doesn't know
expectations.
dick
Hey, you know
about
who knows stuff
mathematics.
about Landon?
This-
We
this-
do.
This person who doesn't know dick about mathematics, doesn't know anything about philosophy, and doesn't know shit about engineering should definitely be telling Landon who she should who he should hang out with. I want to know what these suggestions are, please.
If she holds Landon in such high regard, but he's so above everybody, you'd think that maybe she would look at the people that Landon hangs out with and talks to and give some credit to that,
Or at
rather
least
than
some
thinking
charity.
she's better. She's saying she's better judge of character than Landon.
Yep.
That she knows more than Landon.
Yep.
Again,
Sorry.
setting
That's
up
funny.
rules
That's really
for other
funny.
people.
Yep.
Setting up rules for other people and then being if I may dare use the word, being a snowflake because that person somehow didn't understand your rules and didn't follow them.
That the rules that are arbitrary and only apply to other people and not to yourself.
Yeah, rules for thee, but not for me. Okay, here we go. Almost there. Almost
YouTube
there.
channel if you weren't hanging around him. He clearly has
Nick?
the passion, whereas McRae does not.
We didn't get any real suggestions. I'm disappointed.
They have about the same level of charisma. And that's about it.
Oh, that's it.
Did he just... Sorry.
Now,
Landon doesn't have charisma? Or
No,
has the
she
same
said
No, I
Landon
think
has the
Cor-
passion. Steve
Yeah.
doesn't have the passion.
Well,
But
Yeah,
she
or
Landon
the
was
has.
saying
charisma.
that she was
Yeah.
saying that Landon has about the same charisma as Steve.
Oh.
If you'll notice,
Oh,
I don't know.
dissing on Landon.
if you want to notice something
What?
real quick, Landon hangs out with Steve and no longer goes on in time with Nick Suter. Sinister Porpoise hangs out with the same people that were supporting and continue to support Nick Suter.
But they're all for women's rights and for treating women well, right?
Oh, and you
Right?
know, racism.
It's not. I'm not going to get into all that, but it's not like any of that's hanging out there.
No.
No.
Nothing worth commenting on, of course. Nothing, it's not like some of the women involved actually used to support some of these people.
Oh,
That's,
I wonder.
Yeah, but we won't talk
Embarrassing.
about that.
Nah.
'cause-
We should just go along with it. Okay, listen. The next,
with the video.
I will make a request of Sinister Porpoise. Can you please clearly and concisely lay out your criteria of what behavior we should be doing? Because you're saying a whole lot of don't and don't and don't. Okay, please write us up a clear and
make a list.
concise like chart, like maybe a flow chart. Maybe it needs to be like do's and don'ts, a pros and cons. Like, okay, listen, if you want to be good YouTubers and you want to be good women, you need to not hang out with Steve. I think we got that clear. Don't hang out with Steve. Don't talk to Steve. We don't need reasons. Don't give reasons. We already know you're not capable of being that advanced.
Reasons.
So just give us a clear list of what we can and cannot do, what we can and cannot say. And then we'll go from there, and I'm sure we'll take the advice of the racist.
Yeah, definitely.
But I would like to see that. If she has such a problem with all of us, and has such a problem with everybody, please give us a clear and concise set of rules of what we should and should not do, what we can and cannot follow. I would also like to point out that I have now set you up for a fantastic joke. So if you're joking, and if you're all about the lulz and the funsies, you should be able to handle this properly. You should be able to create a great list that is hysterical and will have us all doing a stream laughing about what you said because it was great and funny, and we will praise you to the high heavens. Hell, maybe we'll even bring Landon.
Are you asking her to make an effort?
Yeah, she is. She is.
Okay.
Because I bet he could have an interesting YouTube channel if you weren't hanging around him. He clearly has the passion, whereas McRae does not.
He clearly has the passion. Which
Landon could have a YouTube. You don't know anything about Landon.
Nothing.
She has.
She doesn't care. She's literally just trying to just dig.
God, this woman.
Keep stabbing.
Is she a woman? I don't even know
You
if
have
she's a
any
trans
idea
or what.
how busy Landon is? Landon's not gonna run a damn YouTube channel. He doesn't give a shit.
He did. I'd be there. But
Right? And you know who wouldn't be
Why?
there? Sinister Porpoise. Because you know who
No.
wouldn't be able to keep up?
That's the thing. Because she wouldn't understand anything he ever talked about. And I don't say that to be mean. I honestly don't. But it's sad. And it's okay if your interests are not the same as other people's interests. I'm not going to even say it's an intelligence thing. If you have not looked into certain things and you're just generally not into it, that's fine. It's totally fine. But don't judge people on it's so boring what you're talking about when you don't understand what's being talked about. You don't have to be interested, but plenty of other people are. And we like those conversations. We have a good time.
That's an insult, not bullying. What?
Saying that again and again.
I have a question
is bullying.
then. Can Ven please give us the definition of bullying, because clearly that's not by all means.
Okay, so when the schoolyard bully that we call them, when they say, you're a horrible kid because I saw your mom, my dad watches your mom at the strip club.
Yeah.
It's an insult. Or you're a bad kid because you got an F on the math test and I got a B and it was easy. So you suck. It's an insult. That's not bullying. If it's persistent over and over again, if every day they have something else they're coming at this person with.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not.
Yes, it's an insult. Insults are part of bullying. If I have to spell it the fuck out.
Apparently,
John Ben, I think so. I don't know which
the
part of
level
world
of
you live in,
intelligence is too low for some of these people, because of course they are. Because if you're in a situation where you're defending a racist, I'm not gonna be too keen on your ignorance level.
Oh, that's not racist according to them. According to John, calling someone from Indian descent a drunken call center agent is not racist at all.
Be calling them that
and
because
I'm just being
of their, because of their heritage, yeah. Right?
Yeah. So yeah.
All right, hit play. Let's go.
Insulting is part of bullying, John Vin, and that's the last response you're going to get from any of us
no.
here.
Let's analyze this for a second. They're sitting here saying that we're bullying Porpus, but what Porpus is doing is only an insult and not bullying. So
yeah,
this is the kind of cognitive dissonance and Dunning-Kruger we're dealing with. Please hit play. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Don't talk about me talking about you. It's bullying if you talk about me talking about you. Fuck you. You're not allowed.
Don't tell on me.
Okay, I'll just play this one now. Here we go.
They have about the same level of charisma. And that's about it.
That's it?
Now, I hope you find someone who's willing to play your game with your merry band of nitwits.
More insults, nice. And I'm a snowflake, okay.
Because she's November's almost over. The non sequitur case.
Sorry?
She's saying nitwits because she pulled it off of somebody else.
Is over. I'm not really surprised at its outcome. Don't really care if Steve gets his hate boner against Kyle fulfilled.
It's not a hate boner. But
why are you reacting to a live stream if you don't care?
Oh, I think he is going to be disappointed that he doesn't get the jail time for Kyle Curtis that he wants.
Is she making assumptions again? She's like full of assumptions.
But the fact is, what Steve has to realize right now.
This was a live stream for me. She was advising me. Why is she talking about Steve? Where am I? She hasn't taken my name even once. She just talked for 30 seconds about me and that's it. And now it's Steve. What the hell?
It's because she's obsessed. She's obsessed with Steve and thinks that Steve is an easy target because she doesn't think Steve is going to clap back at her. Because what happened as soon as you clapped back at her for what she said? She flipped the fuck out and can't handle it and has been flipping out for 3 days or however long it's been since we did the stream. And she's going to continue to flip out. And now that we've had the stream, she's going to flip out more because pot calling the kettle black. She thinks that, oh, well, I can do it because the people I'm doing it to aren't like me. They're not going to stoop to my level. They're not going to do these things or say these kinds of things about me. They're not gonna, say that I work at some place because of the way I look or the way I behave is So what she's saying about Manya would be you being a call center agent would be if I were to flip that and if you were to switch positions and you were to say something to her, you would say that you probably use the term trailer trash, right?
Oh, yeah.
That would be an equivalent kind of she does this, she has this job and she's basically just trailer trash. Now, we're not saying that. We never said any of that. That is not we don't need to stoop to that level to behave in such a abhorrent manner. That is an example of what would be the equivalent if we were going to stoop to her level. That's the kind of dialogue or that's the kind of insult you would expect to see. but you don't see that coming from us because we don't need to. It's too easy.
Okay. Here we go. Yeah, we're almost there. Yeah, just 2 more minutes left.
Is that the court has made him 50% co-owner. That means Kyle Curtis is still the owner.
No.
What? What?
No.
What?
No.
If you say
Okay.
so. if
Can
you
she
say
read?
so.
Ay, 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 ay. Okay, listen, I don't have patience for this today. Like,
Godless Scummer says, oh, says the woman who just a few weeks ago was saying, I hope Kyle wins. How do you have a hope about something you don't care about?
Yeah.
exactly.
Why comment on it? Why watch?
I don't know if it cut out or not.
Exactly.
Not harassing you game by harassing me in chat. How funny.
Oh, I think so. I know who this is.
Oh, somebody
There's
went to
someone-
harass
Let's
her
see
in
what
the
we
chat?
can do for you.
No, someone was in that Periscope calling her behavior out and was telling her that she got owned in my live stream. I think that's what they were saying. And they were saying that she was wrong about the judgment, that by default Steve owns it all. It's not 50-50.
Wait, so
And that's-
saying you're factually incorrect, here's the correct information, she views is harassment?
Yeah.
There we go.
I've got those screenshots too.
Have a nice
I think
day.
so, yeah. Hold on.
It reminds me of some people that were defending Kyle back in the day that would delete people for saying the same thing.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that put her.
that means that Kyle Curtis now has the chance to fire Steve properly, which he should have done in the first place.
You can't even.
This may mean buying him.
Okay, so she just admitted that they were 50-50 partners, and then she just said that he could You can't fire a 50-50
A partner. They're hostile takeovers, but for that also you need a lot of reasoning for that. But Kyle doesn't own 50% anymore. He owns nothing. What the
But even
fuck
if
is
he
wrong with this
did-
woman?
Even if he
Oh,
did
oh
own
God,
50%, you
Manya.
can't fire your partner.
That's
That's not how that
not how
works.
that
Oh my
works.
god.
That's not how any of this works.
Oh god, I'm getting a headache now. I'm getting a headache now. God.
I just want to cry. I just want to cry now. I can't.
There's so
Oh,
many
God.
levels of just factually incorrect that are. Is she joking? And is
That's
bad
what
at
I
it?
just don't know. I just don't know.
Is she
Yeah, that's
lying?
the point. You don't know whether she's trolling or she's serious.
Is she
You don't know.
stupid? Is she like not have enough blood going to her brain? Is there? How could you
I think it's that
possibly?
one.
Or is she just ignorant and uneducated? How could you be so uneducated about the non sequitur showcase when you're spending every moment of all of Steve's streams watching them so you can review
Yes,
them?
she's clearly obsessed with it, so she should know.
How
You
can
would
they be
think.
so ignorant? Mr. Sears in the live chat said she must have graduated from Trump University.
Pretty much.
Okay, here we go.
Court may mean taking him to another court case
Huh?
and showing that Steve was a toxic ass found.
No.
I didn't block you.
Of course, you know why she's saying that she didn't block that person? Because that person called her out on that before she could do it. She said, yeah, you're going to block me now, obviously. So she's like, oh shit, I got put in a box here. Oh god.
Bring the
So
shit out of
funny.
me. Just...
I think so she's done now, almost done.
But yeah, I'm not gonna play your gaslighting game.
You are the one who said you were playing a game, and now you don't like that we're responding and playing the game that you started playing? What are you talking about?
It's like a pigeon started a chess match, and then suddenly that pigeon didn't like that they were getting checkmated, so they just went shitting all over the chessboard. Drunk.
That's what I do. I shit
And
on the
that's not even
chessboard.
what the thing says. Oh, now I'm gonna block you.
Okay.
Alright. You're going to block me.
You want to see
I didn't
Kyle
block
Curtis fire
you.
Steve
Now I'm
properly
going to
now
block
just
you.
because it would be amusing. At the same time, I don't think Kyle's going to break
This
out
is
for the
what
court.
being triggered looks like, by the way.
Yeah. So she said,
well, as soon as that
Kyle
person,
can now fire Steve. Yeah.
as soon as she had a commenter, she got triggered immediately.
Yeah, immediately.
So much as a flippant insult, anyways. Because again, as somebody like I have PTSD, I do get legitimately triggered at times. Like there are a lot of people out there who like triggering is a real thing.
Yes.
Yep.
To just like throw it around like, oh, I'm doing something directly to hurt you, and when you respond, I'm gonna call you triggered. That doesn't make sense.
It. Yeah.
That's not what that means.
Okay, so if what Manya said, because Manya said she had the screenshots, if this person came in and said, that's not the case, that is factually not the case with a non sequitur show, here's what it is, you got triggered by facts.
Yes.
Because you were factually incorrect. And what's the term? Facts don't care about your feelings?
And that's what I mean about proper use of the term versus what she does, which is just use it as, I got you upset, so you're triggered.
Right,
yeah,
she got
like
angry
that's not...
and she got upset that somebody gave
Again,
her
as somebody who
information,
claims to be on board and support of LGBT and people with mental health issues, you don't do that. You just don't.
So John then said something in the side chat that I think we should comment on because I think it's really funny. I heard Kyle sold all the copyright title to someone in some Australian investment banker. That could be a problem. So I'm going to inform this Australian banker, investment banker or whatever, but he seems to have bought the Brooklyn Bridge. You can't sell something you don't own. There is no problem here. I mean, there's a problem. That's not, to be fair, that is a problem for this investment banker who clearly didn't do any research and may or may not lose his job if he's been using the company's money in such a frivolous manner.
Chash, you're forgetting. The law doesn't matter when Steve's involved. Because fuck Steve.
Right. Oh, okay.
Steve, that's all that matters. Fuck the law, fuck Steve.
Sorry, I just thought
Steve's
that was
a meaty, poopy head, and he can't own anything.
I just thought that was really funny that these people have such a blatant way of not understanding non sequitur and all its assets. that they think that Kyle could sell something, so that it's not just like, so you got conned by Kyle while he was being exposed in court as a con man. Good job. Way to go.
Like, these people are just hanging by, like, you know, by one strand of hair now, which is somewhere in their pubic region. That's what they're hanging on by.
Maybe that Australian investment banker gave Kyle enough money for the copyright. That's clearly, obviously, they're not buying for malicious reasons, right? That maybe it's enough money that Kyle will be able to get a new lawyer by December 2nd.
Hey, today's what, 29th? Okay, cool. 4 more days.
Yeah.
For me, it's 29th. I think so. It's probably 29th for you guys also, I think. Or 28th, isn't it? Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah. Whatever. Okay, here we go. 30 seconds left.
Right,
Let's go.
Hopefully Manya will kick out Cheshire and find someone.
Damn it! Manya's gonna kick me off my own show! Fuck! Out of my own channel! No!
No! So now she's
I fire Manya. I'm gonna fire Chesh. Nikki, you're promoted. And
okay, there is one thing that I really wish I could do right now, and it is if I could grab and move us all around in the order that we're in on the side.
Chesh, you're mean sometimes. You're mean sometimes. There are some people at Chesh. I don't know if you know this, but there are some people out there that don't like you.
Oh fuck!
And they don't want to be on. They don't want to be on this channel. And I just have to unilaterally decide that you're off of it because people.
Yep.
You get to decide on my own channel that I don't get to be here anymore. No.
Yeah,
man.
Okay. Wait.
So now she's like, hold on.
So she's like, listen, Manya, you're great, but I'm gonna dismiss everything Chesh said. I'm gonna give Manya advice, but don't just ignore Chesh again. She is so afraid of me. Oh my god. I'm spooky. I offered to talk to her and have she wanted to have some kind of debate, and so I offered to debate her for charity. And so I made a joke last stream saying that, well, obviously, because she refused that debate, it means she hates charity. And so she like...
And then she posts a link to one of her products claiming that 90%, if you buy that product of hers, she'll donate 90% of the price or the cost price to a charity. Number one, how do we know that? Number two, it's still not your money. It's still not the money going out of your pocket. For all I know, you might have inflated the price of your product, so the customer still ends up paying for the charity out of their own pocket.
Do you remember?
And that's exactly what a lot of people do.
Katie Joy had that fundraiser that went directly to her PayPal instead of to some.
I see some.
That's why, like, a lot of those things I'll give directly to the charity. Like, unless I really want the product. Like, if you're selling a product I want, and I know the money, yeah, it's more incentive to buy that product.
I am not inclined to be charitable enough to believe that whatever money she's getting is going to that charity.
If she's like, if it's something that's like whatever, like, oh, I'm going to give it to X charity. If the X charity is something I'm like, that's a worthy cause, I'll go to their own website and donate directly. Unless I really want the product that's being sold to me anyways.
Particularly since we already know that she makes money leeching off of other people's content. So if that is the case, why would it be reasonable to expect that she's just gonna say she did and not...
There's no established trust going on here.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Like if Steve were to hold a hangout and do a charity drive for somebody, I know that money is going to the place it's supposed to go. Because I've seen over time, that's, he does what he's supposed to do. But that's still, if there's something taken out and I don't want the product, I'm just saying, like, personally, I still would just donate directly, but,
All right, let's keep going.
I don't
what
trust.
Else we got?
Close her with. And maybe she'll develop some sharp wit, which right now, she's not even close to it.
She's so
mad. I don't have a sharp wit. I am doomed.
I think she's talking about... I think she's talking about me.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, well, go back a little bit and see who she's talking about. Because I think she's talking about me.
Okay.
Alright, well... Hopefully Manya will kick out Cheshire and find someone to co-host her with, and maybe she'll develop some sharp wit, which right now,
oh no, she means
not even close to it.
Oh my!
Remember, everyone, went to each other, and as always, Laura all the fish.
She wishes us all the best at the end, though.
Oh, so sweet.
So nice of her.
She best too, Yeah, so.
Oh god. We have another Periscope, if you want to watch that one.
How long is it?
Let me check, give me a second.
We do have Dumb Fuck of the Year coming up, by the way.
Oh.
And I think we know somebody that's on the panel.
Might we?
Hello.
This one... Okay,
Hi.
so this one is
Hello.
I don't know. I
7
think
minutes.
the saying that Kyle and Steve are now 50-50 and that Steve now has to take Kyle to court to validate that he's not a good enough partner so he can fire him, or Kyle can just fire Steve. That's just that one clip is almost Dumb Fuck of the Year winning worthy.
Yeah, because it's not like anybody who has paid the least bit of attention knows better.
Even if you pay attention to just that one clip, because she said that Steve would have to take Kyle to court to get rid of him, but Kyle could just fire Steve. Why would that be different? If it's a 50-50.
God. And some people who are claiming to be a corporate lawyer in the live chat, they're saying, "Oh no, it will be an issue for copyright. Will be an issue for Steve." honey, I don't know why I don't believe you. Either you are not good at your job or you're not a corporate lawyer. I'm just saying.
It's already been decided that non sequitur and everything related to non sequitur and property of non sequitur, all of that belongs to Steve. Sorry. It's just the way it worked out.
Yeah, and
but that's how it is.
Apparently quoting the court and the ruling
he doesn't deserve... No, it doesn't matter.
Guys,
that doesn't matter.
Apparently...
Because feelings.
Guys, apparently quoting the court ruling does not count as any kind of presentation as to why. Because their hate boner for Steve is too strong. And yet here they are, coming to bother us, where... Do you guys see Steve around? I don't see Steve around.
Yeah, I don't know.
Steve isn't allowed.
They first started off
this
with
is a no Steve zone.
That we were trying to,
Steve's
that
been
we
on my
were
channel.
No offense.
This is a safe place, okay? Safe space.
Okay. Yeah. They were first trying to tell us that we are snowflakes for fighting back a bully. And now they've switched the tactic. Now they've come up with another topic in an attempt to derail the chat. I know the chat won't get derailed anyways because they are focused on us. But John, nice try, bud. I've seen you do that a lot in other live streams. You just come in guns blazing, claiming stuff. And you have presented no evidence of your claims ever. You just state them, and we are supposed to believe you. That's not how it works.
That's a shame.
Yeah,
that's a shame.
I feel
we don't
bad.
know whether you hate Steve or not, but you're seriously you hope that Steve gets into a lot of trouble in relation to NSS, and you make claims and you present no proof of it. But you've got
they don't know what they're talking about. You have your own channel.
If you think you know what you're talking about, make a video and maybe we'll respond to whatever you put up as proof for your claims. Till then, you're just making claims, dude.
And
we don't even know if you're a corporate lawyer or not.
Bizarre place to have the conversation.
Yeah,
it's solid C+ for effort. But that's
Yeah.
You tried.
Okay, so if we go back to what we were focusing on
today, pull up the other Periscope. How long is it?
7 minutes.
Oh yeah, play that. That's short.
Yeah, but if I may say that after she first called me a drunken call center agent, if I might show the tweets, she switched the narrative. She switched the narrative to I'm a drunken McDonald's employee who works part-time and who is a spoiled rich brat. Number one, what's wrong with being a McDonald's employee? And when I saw her stream last night, she was justifying it. Oh, I have also worked in retail. I've also worked a similar job. I've also worked in a call center. There's nothing wrong with that. Then why were you bringing it up as if I should be ashamed of it?
I have a question.
Why did you bring it up?
If you're a spoiled rich brat, why are you working at McDonald's?
Yeah. Number one, why I'm working at McDonald's, and why my parents couldn't support me? Because I'm a spoiled rich brat or something like that. I know what their reasoning will be. Oh, they're trying to whip you into shape so you don't ask for money from home. I know what they're
saying. If that's the case, then you should be applauding someone for trying to build their character up and be a better person, you shithead.
Yeah. And I would say to her, you have no idea about my family or how much money they own. And yeah, I have money, some of which is because I worked hard and I spoil myself and I can't be bratty about it. Deal with it. That's all I have to say. You jealous?
Yeah, well, yeah.
You jealous?
Obviously.
You jealous?
Obviously. I'm jealous.
Are you jealous that my parents have money and they think that I deserve financial stability in my life and that I have money on my own accord, that I've earned hard-earned money as an immigrant who started from zero in this country? You jealous? Just saying.
There's shame in that anyways. I've had these conversations with people that I went to college and I took out loans and I did all that. I was lucky enough that I had a family member that decided to pay off my student loans so I didn't have to pay the interest. I pay her back for the sum that it was, but then there's no interest.
Yeah.
That's a huge gift for an American that has done college, because anybody who's done it knows it's a nightmare of debt. It's horrible. However, yes, I was lucky. Do I feel like I won the lottery in that? Yes. But that doesn't invalidate who I am as a person just because I got a handout. You know? I admit that. Like, yes, I got lucky.
That's not even...
Yeah.
But the thing is, I still did the work. I went to school. I did, like to put that on somebody that they got. And the thing is, I support forgiveness for debt for students. And that's something I bring up with people. Because some people are like, oh, I had to fight for it. I had to pay for it. I get that. But, you know, I have to pay for mine too. I may be doing it a different way because I'm not paying the interest. But I still have to pay for what I spent on school. That's coming out of my pocket. It's hard.
Well, that's the thing, though. Yeah.
But I want to see people forgiven for that. Like, even if I pay back what I do for the rest of my life, I don't want other people to have to do that if they don't have to. If there's an option, if it's possible to give people that benefit, just because I didn't get it completely, I don't want to deny somebody else that chance, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, different topic, but...
No, it's like demonizing him. And does she know how I got into engineering? Before doing a master's degree, I had to do a bachelor's. And back home, to get into a good college, you have to sit for an entrance examination, for which, for girls, the fee is almost waived off. For boys, they have to pay something. But you still have to sit for an examination in which almost 100,000 students sit every year, pass that examination, get a rank in that examination to get into a good college. Because the college you get into depends on the ranking. It's with every country, if I'm not wrong.
I'm gonna jump in here. Are you suggesting that this person from specifically America is supposed to have any kind of consideration or understanding that other countries exist?
Apparently not. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
God, I hate Americans. I hate Americans so goddamn much.
That's not a thing with all Americans. Obviously, that is not the case with all Americans. This is specifically this person in America is under the impression that there is either America or not America, and obviously not America needs to cater. Not America needs to cater to America because the only real place with freedom is America.
This is America. Yeah. Freedom.
All right, play this other Periscope. Let's see.
There we go. Yeah. There we go. Oh, hold on. Let me share my screen. I forgot.
Yeah, please. I would like to see it.
Yes. Okay, here we go. Don't get scared.
All right.
Oh, shit.
Well, that's weird.
Oh, shit.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's the Sinister Porpus here.
Why is it up down?
And, well, let's just say I did screw up a little last night because I honestly thought...
And she's supposed to be advising me how to do live stream.
Yeah, how do you do... Guys, I need to...
Did I not call it?
Okay, there we go. We got a copy here now.
I haven't even seen these yet, and I knew.
This is the only way.
Hey, Shesh, a little more to the top, please. A little more. I can't see that, you know, that gateway. You know, can I see that?
Wait, what are we... Holy shit.
Oh, God. Ay.
No wonder she wants you to get rid of me. Let's go.
Yeah, you're too sexy, man.
Maybe, oh, no, Manya, you're in New Zealand. Maybe she's trying to cater her video to you because you're upside down.
Yeah, okay, you're right. Yeah, you know, because New Zealand is, yes, in the South Pole, like, way, yeah. It's flipped upside down for some reason, because as soon as you go to the other side of the equator, you're supposed to flip everything, you know.
Yeah, your toilets flush a different way.
They're always funnier when you explain them.
Oh, God. Okay, here we go. Okay.
Apparently, she's a drunken McDonald's employee, and I assume...
Oh, God.
Apparently.
Oh, no, I'm a drunken McDonald's employee. Here we go. Decide, man.
That's why my burgers are never right.
She's assuming again.
Yeah.
Because I honestly thought Manya was a call center agent.
Yeah, you honestly thought, why did you honestly think that?
That's so much better that it was an honest assumption.
She's a drunken McDonald's employee, and I assume she does not drink at work.
So how drunken McDonald's employee if I don't drink at work.
Drunken on your time. But you're still a McDonald's employee. But at least she's not saying you're drunk at work, maybe. I don't know.
The backpedaling is amazing. I'm also enjoying that the people in the
It's
chat,
very uncomfortable.
The people that are trying to troll us in chat have now completely ignored that they're trying to say that we're being now transphobic because this person may or may not be transphobic because the title hasn't been changed yet from our original topic to what it is now, but because, you know, they have the brain cells to rub together to realize that that's already been explained because they would have had been listening to the whole thing. They just are going to go ahead and try and run with that.
But even... Wait, I'm lost.
Yeah.
So we deviated away from our normal, you know, our schedule because of reasons, because Ilya is not feeling well.
Yeah.
It happens. How is that transphobic?
Because we're talking about Sinister Porpus, who is apparently trans, which I have yet to see.
And we're insulting her for being trans, right?
Well, the title...
Is that what's happening?
But the title...
Trans people can be assholes. Like, is it... Like, I thought trans people can be assholes.
No, but like, transphobia, that's a fear of trans people. So we're attacking the trans community right now, right? That's what we're focusing on?
Obviously, that is the case.
I don't think so. Where have we pointed out that this person being a trans has to do anything with what they're doing?
Yeah, I haven't updated the title yet, which I explained at the beginning of the stream, because this title is Why Are Men? But she's not a man, so why are these trolls being transphobic by
honestly,
saying
I honestly didn't know that, because last title I saw, everything was something about being single, so like I didn't even know that part.
Yeah, the title is Why Are Men?
Okay.
But this person isn't a man,
That's
so I'm
funny.
not sure what they're referring to.
I don't know.
No one thinks that this is a man. No one's saying that.
Anyway.
Jesus.
I don't know.
Hit play.
Yeah, and again, like how can trans people can't be assholes? I didn't know that. Like that,
you know, it's like early on when this was all happening with the case, there were people that were accusing us of being homophobic because Kyle's gay. Like, that's so dumb.
Yep.
That's like, you can't criticize somebody. Stop.
Well, I mean, people are so used to using that as a buffer.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you can you can pretend someone is being what's the word? Discriminated against. I mean, it's just the easiest defense that people have, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, it sucks.
And I say they're assholes in every community. My simple response is that. You know, I'm also an asshole sometimes. I commit to that. You know, people can be assholes irrespective of their race, their gender, their sexuality, whatever their beliefs are. So, yeah. Even some atheists are assholes sometimes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What do you mean some?
Some of them sometimes.
Yeah, if I said, like, even
especially
the
ones that seem to be the nicest and do the most charity, you might want to look out for them.
Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's listen to this.
Apparently, the only place she shows up for work drunk is the Non Sequitur show. And
did we get
Manya's
the Non
never
Sequitur
been on the
channel
Non
back?
Sequitur show.
Yeah, did we get the channel back?
Apparently. Manya's never been on the Non Sequitur show. Moving on. Next point.
And yeah, what's the point? What's the problem? Even if I did
Manya
show up,
showed
like,
up
drunk.
to rum and coke night, and she drank. Oh
no! Oh
my god!
The horror!
Oh my god!
I'm a drunk
I can't.
now.
Oh my god.
I have a problem. Yeah.
Okay.
Way to undermine
guys.
the people who actually suffer from that problem. Nice.
by the way, Manya, I'm ex-Mormon. That means I can drink.
But you don't. You drink Mountain Dew.
When did anybody say she couldn't drink?
No, we were making that
self-projection.
I think
Is it
so.
self-projection?
We made a. I think. Plus, I think so. We made a point when we were reacting to our live stream that apparently because 60K is not a lot of money for her, so she's probably very rich, but she still chooses not to drink. I think so because she was drinking piss-colored Mountain Dew. So that was the point. Maybe that's why she's trying to counter that point, saying, I can drink, but I just choose not to.
Mm-hmm. It's just so weird.
Yeah, she's triggered, that's why. She doesn't know what to respond to, how to respond to. She has no idea what to do about it.
It's because she's flipping out.
Let's turn this upside down because the camera's in the weird place.
Oh, now
She's
she
not
realized
okay.
it like 30 seconds in that she was flipped upside down on
It's
the
okay,
camera.
she figured it out.
It's good because you have somebody like her to give you advice on how to stream.
That impression because others complain about the sexy bitch 99. If you keep on, making false statements, we might have to hide you because I don't know why you're making that false statement. That I think people got the impression because Steve and others complained about the LGBTQ plus and SJW content Kyle had on NSS. It was never that. I don't know where you got that idea from. Are you just trying to create trouble?
Yeah,
if that's what your purpose is, we can ask you to go away. Stop doing that. Simple as that. Okay, here we go.
Now, I also woke up to being gaslit by Petty Officer Shipwreck. Speaking of Petty Officer Shipwreck, there's something Chesh and Manya need to know because I'm surprised Steve himself hasn't corrected them on it. I don't call Steve Petty Officer Shipwreck because he's petty. I call Steve Petty Officer Shipwreck because his naval...
Should I comment on her pronunciation now? Should I grab that now? She went Officer Shipwreck. Should I do that? Should I bash her down for that? Should I assume that she's drunk and she's going somewhere drunk? Should I do that?
I mean, she looks kind of drunk. We can just go off that. Because that's what we do, right?
Apparently, saying her angle was transphobic, so maybe I should just say that her hair looks like Mr. Noodles instead. Is that better? Or is it transphobic because it has the word Mr. in it? Ramen. Okay, I have a question. I don't recall that we said anything about why she called Petty Officer Shipwreck and Steve.
We weren't talking about that at all.
We didn't talk about that at all, right? We just said she was petty. We didn't say that. So she's explaining something nobody brought up. She's explaining to you something you never said. Okay, cool. Moving on. Just wanted to make sure.
Maybe I wonder why. Because she doesn't listen to everything that we say properly and doesn't comprehend it and then come up with a reaction to it. Maybe.
Rank was Petty Officer.
Okay.
The intended took...
That doesn't mean that you weren't petty. Simple as that.
Token of disrespect is not towards his naval rank. It's implying that he's a screw-up.
We never said that.
Now, I've had to correct multiple people on the other side because they assume Petty Officer Shipwreck is referring to the fact that Steve is petty.
So you corrected other people about something we never said. Okay.
We never said. Okay. Right, girl. You got us.
But that was never my intent. Now, Steve gaslighting me is nothing new, and I think he's a little mad because I've said it's like, I'm done, basically on November 30th.
Oh, God,
How is she nobody's going to mad. Steve again? I was the one who did the live stream. Was Steve anywhere in that live stream?
And nobody's mad because nobody really cares. Like you're not hurting anybody.
It's just hilarious. Well, she has projected her racism on me. She has projected her racism on me, and in that process, she has enabled or emboldened the trolls who are already in this live chat, saying that I'm being a snowflake because I took offense to that.
Because somebody was racist.
Being harmful. Yeah, because that's not racist. Insulting someone based on a stereotype is not racist at all. Thanks to all the trolls in the live chat who are supporting a racist, harasser, and stalker. Nice.
What kind of a rock do you have to live under to not understand the reference and why it's racist? There are comedians and there are TV shows and there are so many things that have called attention to the racist trope that people from India are idiotic call center workers.
Certain kind of accent.
Yeah, it's a big thing. Like who doesn't know this? Yeah, like how can you claim to be a cultured person or somebody that has enough knowledge to have a YouTube channel to offer their opinion and be so completely daft when it comes to a very obvious and common stereotype?
I'm taking the trolls out of the chat now, specifically because I do not want people who are anti-LGBTQ+ and racist in my chat, because I quite frankly don't trust that they're not going to say something in the chat that could harm my channel.
Fair.
So maybe we can then hide John Venn also.
Already done.
He's already done. Cool. Nice girl. Okay, heavy do it. Let's go.
The last day of this month, which will be, tentatively for now, the last McRae Mondays.
I don't care.
There are more entertaining people to make fun of.
Oh, now she's going to switch people to make fun of. Okay, so she still can't come up with her own content.
No.
Nice.
Of course not.
She's still a leech. She's still a lazy leech. The double L. Oh, am I being transphobic?
You can't criticize her.
People who I don't have a beef with, and generally I think their ideas are bad, such as...
Sorry, what? What, Nikki?
Oh, I'm just so fucking sick of just the endless double standards and shit. It exhausts me to no end, and it's like, even talking to these people, it's not like it's gonna change anything.
You just gotta do.
Because they were all probably bullies in high school anyway.
And take a heckin' snooze.
And not even the good kind, and not even like the oh, they're abused, so they have so much pain on this. They were just bullies because it's just fun, and they didn't like being called out for their. But I'm so done.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is we'll probably never know. I can't imagine would ever know why she does what she does, but whatever led up to this moment in her life, again, I'm genuinely saying you can do better. Like,
and
I
then
mean
also
that.
just the implication that calling people out that are trans will label you as transphobic.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
It's exhausting.
It is.
I just, like, honestly, some of the worst people I've ever met in my life, the people who, like, betrayed me and basically spat in my face were trans, but that doesn't mean that all trans people are evil. Like,
and that's the thing.
You should call out bullshit when you see it, and just because they're trans or just because they're having this internal struggle within themselves does not
give them a right. Yeah.
And
does not give them a right to hurt other people. Unless
you're attacking the person for their sexuality or their race or their gender, whatever. Like, unless you're attacking them for that, that doesn't come into play. I don't know why that has to be said.
So
I really don't.
Oh no, the trolls don't care.
Like, I hate blondes too, because she's blonde in this video. So I just hate blondes. I'm anti-blonde.
It goes along with your feelings are valid, but your behavior, because of those feelings, may or may not be. So, because she is trans and having whatever issues she may or may not be having, or if she has some kind of, it doesn't even have to be her, if anyone has some kind of internal struggle, or has some kind of mental illness, or has some kind of something that's happened to their life where people have been, like, horrendous to them, their feelings about those situations may be valid, but that does not mean that it's okay for them to go after random people that have nothing to do with whatever their fucking problem is. So she might have felt insulted by Steve. Steve may have insulted her. But you know what that does not mean? That does not mean that her response to those feelings is valid, though her feelings may be.
And if she wanted to actually talk about her feelings and how she felt about a situation, we'd listen. We could have that conversation easily. Because we all feel slighted sometimes, even when it's not intended. It happens to all of us. But to fester on that and to drag it out into this long, like, I'm going to insult this person forever now because they called me whatever once, or they made me feel this way once. I mean, have more self-respect than that. You know, like Jesus. I guess that's why talking about these things actually matters to me is to call it to other people's attention. Don't fall into the trap that this person has fallen into.
Bringing her on the show, though, like, do you think she would be genuine to begin with?
She
like,
wouldn't
do you think
it.
she would start from a genuine place?
It's like a Brooklyn, right? Like you don't know when they're genuine, when they're not. They're just because some people, especially if they're a pathological liar, they're gonna maintain that,
it's
and
Schrodinger's
it's
joke.
difficult.
It's a joke. It's not a joke unless people think it's not okay. Then I was kidding.
Yeah, well, that's like the Unirock thing. Yeah. So, yeah, like if you don't like what I said, oh, it was a joke. But if people are thumbing it up, it was serious.
Yep.
Yeah,
nobody to ever take you seriously ever, because everything you say, you're admitting, is potentially bullshit.
Yeah.
Don't live like that.
Yeah. And Godless Comer in the live chat said, as I said to GoldenUnicorn on Twitter earlier today, if it had been the other way around and Manya had been transphobic to Sinister Porpoise, I would be calling her out for it. Yeah. So far, nobody has said that I was being transphobic. Nobody has told me that.
No.
So maybe because I'm focusing on arguments and not what she is as a human, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I don't need to. So, yeah. Okay, let's continue. There we go.
Young Pharaoh. And boy, if you've never seen Young Pharaoh, just go treat yourself and watch one of his streams.
Did she say chest instead of shesh?
No, she meant just.
Can I?
Just.
Some of the better ones are earlier when he's saying things like, black people can perform photosynthesis if they eat right.
What?
But for the most part,
she's talking about someone she's not going to start making reaction videos on, and she's saying that they made a joke.
Something along the lines. This isn't about us. This is somebody.
Yeah, this is something else.
She's explaining that, I was done anyways. Why are you coming after me now? Why are you reacting to my videos now? I was done anyways. I'm switching now. I'm going after someone else now. So why are you
you know when you're done? You know when you're done? When you stop making content on people. So stop making content and people will know you're done.
And it's funny how she's now doing what she was doing to Steve. I don't know if she's going to go along the same lines or not, where she was bashing Steve down again and again. But again, she can't come up with her own original content, which is fine. But don't pretend that your content is any good. Please don't do that. It's garbage for me.
I'm interested to see if she, when she makes this content about whoever this is that she's referring to, if the content is easier for her to digest and respond and analyze. So, like, it's pretty easy to laugh at somebody saying that people can perform photosynthesis. That's pretty low-hanging fruit. That's not complicated. So I'm wondering if maybe her content will improve because the target is easier.
I don't know.
But if she does the same thing to that person that she does to Steve, then she's still just being a bully to somebody who's just dumb.
Yeah. And that doesn't justify it.
Yep.
So
let's keep going.
Okay.
Young Pharaoh has done well for himself despite being the product of a broken educational system.
What?
Pot calling the kettle black. Moving on.
Oh, Lord.
Let's go back to that gaslighting thing. Now,
yeah,
gaslighting
let's go back to that.
All that new for Steve McRae.
Okay, I'll start it again.
Gaslighting his critics is not all that new for Steve McRae. It's part of what he does, and, whatever.
Whatever.
Then why are you bitching about
it?
He should know.
Whatever. No proof of gaslighting, nothing, and whatever.
Yeah, no, we're gonna get into some examples real quick. I'm sure. Like she's gonna
go by now
right,
since
I have
the
a
number
demonstrate.
If you are if this is something that Steve regularly does, if this is what happens, because you said that you were just making jokes and you were just having a laugh, but now you're a critic. Make up your mind. What are you doing? Are you just having a laugh, or are you actually trying to be critical of whatever it is that Steve is doing? And if you're being critical, you've done a completely shit job, because when me and Manya watched your thing, we reviewed it as the funny, jokey thing that it was, and we had a funny, jokey time about your funny, jokey thing that you said it was supposed to be. But now, if you're actually trying to be a critic, now we have to look at that video in an entirely different light. And
it's going to be harsher. The criticism is going to be like on point, and yeah.
Well, if you're going to say that this is something that Steve regularly does to his critics, then you would think that you would be hearing this from people who legitimately have criticized Steve in the past, like, you know, Landon, or me, or Sweet, or Manya, any of us, because there's multiple of us who have done that, and you know what we haven't been? Gaslit. So, if it is a regular thing that Steve does with all of his critics, then if you're going to critique Steve, you're going in knowing that's going to happen. So then what are you bitching about?
Yeah. What's your problem, girl?
I'm not saying you can't have a problem with
demonstrate it.
Yeah, I'm not saying you can't have a problem with it, but you would cater your critiquing to point that out ahead of time. And prepare whatever you're critiquing and however you're going about critiquing with that in mind, but you are reacting to this as if you're surprised. Like, he's just gaslighting. Oh, now he's gaslighting you? Even though he didn't beforehand and you've been going on for a year? But this is something that he always does? Your story does not line up with what you're saying, is essentially what I'm saying.
Yeah. Girl, decide how you want to go about this.
And also, I mean, gaslighting's one thing, but didn't she fabricate some sort of screenshots?
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe. I think maybe that falls under the category of gaslighting, of making people believe that something went on that did not go on.
Where she changed them. I'll show you after this. She did that with me.
I saw a briefing on it.
She was so desperate for control and to control the narrative that she did that with me, and she had no qualms about it, and she was bragging about it. I'll show it to you.
Because the ends justify the means when it's me.
Yeah, I guess doesn't matter.
Just a heads up, we're over the 2-hour mark, so let's get rolling through this a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah.
For Steve McRae, it's part of what he does, and whatever.
Snowflake.
But he should know by now, since a number of people have criticized him for it, that it's a common abuse tactic. This doesn't mean I'm perfect, because I'm not. I've never claimed that. Although the implied assumption is that I'm better than Steve McRae, and let's...
What?
Is she now trying to say that Steve is abusing her?
Now? Oh, okay.
Alright, moving on.
How?
Good luck.
Let's face it,
abuse, but what they do
a high
has
bar
never
to
been
clear.
abuse.
Oh, yeah.
And what Steve has never understood is that my message to him has essentially been that you can be better.
Again.
But when it comes down to it, I'm not the narcissist whisperer.
Pause for a second. So that means that everything that we've said in this video, she's not allowed to complain about in any way, shape, or form, because the entire message from Sweet is be better.
Be better.
Pretty sure I said that at some point.
Yeah. Multiple times, I think, so if I'm not wrong.
So we're all absolved because we just want you to be better.
So the people who were complaining about
and I legitimately mean that
in the chat. So the people that were complaining about non-existent transphobia in the chat are in the wrong as per Sinister Porpoise's criteria.
She says you're all wrong because we just want her to be better.
Yep, be better. Moving on.
And it's not my job to try to get Steve McRae to behave better on YouTube.
Yeah, way.
Exactly. Yes. She gets it. You're right. It's not your job to do that. So why are you
that's
doing
my job. And Bull's job.
There are plenty of us that keep Steve as in check as we think he needs to be. We make our opinions known. He's not coddled. he's not treated like some sort of a god or
God King Steve.
Yeah, we're not afraid of Steve.
God King
I'm
Steve.
sorry.
They only knew what happens in the background. Oh god.
Go. Do you have any idea? Do you really think? Okay. Honest opinion. Because all of us have been in calls and in chat, like private chats that Steve has been a part of. Do any of you think that Sinister Porpus would be able to handle the way we talk to Steve? If we were talking to her in that manner.
If we talked... And this is the thing. Here's where it comes down to. I don't care enough about Sinister Porpus to talk to her the way I talk to Steve.
Correct.
I care about Steve.
Exactly.
Yeah, like, who you?
Yeah.
Who
Steve
you?
has an influence on my life. His feelings matter to me. That's a thing, right? So this person, I care about her as a human being. I want her to do better. But do I care about her opinion about me or how she perceives anything I say?
Or
At the end of the day, no, I'm not losing sleep over that.
Yeah.
I'm not.
No.
I'm not.
You do you, boo boo.
Especially not after.
There are a lot of people.
But then don't be surprised if, people go on the same lines as you go.
It's
Don't
okay
make that Pikachu face.
for her to sit and jokey, fun, laughy times about Steve and us, but it's not okay for us to have laugh, jokey times about her.
Oh, God, no, it's forbidden. How dare we?
Oh.
Okay, here we go. Next!
There's only one person who's in charge of Steve McRae's behavior on YouTube, and that's Steve McRae.
No.
And Goblin.
As for the decision to stop, well, watch any number of
And me
videos
on
on
a good day.
narcissism and you'll find out why I'm thinking that. I'm also thinking I should probably stop saying Steve McRae has narcissistic personality disorder because I don't know that. He just has traits that I believe are consistent with narcissistic personality disorder.
Such as?
Specifically, malignant narcissism.
Such as?
This is why Steve McRae is often legitimately compared to Donald Trump.
Such as?
Trump.
She was complaining yesterday in her live stream that we noticed that she made the comparison that whoever follows Steve acts like people who follow Trump, because she was like, oh, at least Trump conceded that he and he admitted that he was wrong. At least she said that as a comparative statement. And yesterday she said, oh no, I was just reading the live chat. What the fuck is this?
It's like Katie when she's like, no, I was just reading the Oh my god.
Brain just got exploded.
It doesn't matter if you were just reading somebody else's words. If you agree with them, you agree with them.
Yeah. And if you didn't put a caveat in it, then it's not our fault that you did not put a caveat there, or you didn't explain it, or you didn't,
This all honestly hurts.
Correct it.
Because I feel like 90% of what I've said tonight has been obvious stuff that should not have had to have been said.
Your brain hurts.
I don't know if you've noticed, but because I know there's people that listen and don't watch what we're doing, anytime I'm reading a comment, I say that I'm reading a comment, and I usually say who is making the comment to acknowledge them also and thank them for their participation and know that they've been acknowledged and that that's what they had said. I make it very, very clear. It's almost like we're giving streaming advice to the person that was trying to give us streaming advice.
So now she's making comparisons between Steve McRae and Donald Trump. What the fuck is this? And then yesterday she was like, no, I was just reading the live chat. Hun.
Make up your mind.
Make up your mind. We are not stupid. We actually listen to what we are watching.
If you're going to lie, don't insult us by lying poorly. At least
don't
pick a lane.
And the thing is, it's amusing for people like us who know Steve better than we do. Honestly.
Not even his
aside
own
from
mother.
Yeah. So That's the thing. And that's why, like, sometimes I'm like, I'm not even mad. I'm like, if people genuinely believe that he's some horrible person, they have to believe we're horrible people too, because we know him best. Yep. And if we know him so well,
why aren't we stopping him?
Why are we? Yeah.
Mr. Serious said, read this comment.
Okay, Mr. Serious, I read this comment.
That's cute. That's really
I love Mr. Serious so much.
Yeah, he's a cutie.
He's
okay,
the
here
best.
we go.
Oh, and one more thing, Manya. If you have access to the side chats when you're reviewing my videos, it helps if you actually read the side chats, because you might have seen someone was talking about the election, and I had timed them out. So,
yeah, we knew about that.
She has to be a pro. There's no way.
But we knew about that. She said that in her stream that she was talking about the election, but didn't want to talk about the election, so moved
She used a comparative word. She said at least Trump knows that he is defeated and he has conceded now.
But he hasn't conceded. But
also,
he doesn't
know that.
What were you comparing it with?
Steve.
You dense motherfucker.
Okay.
You dense motherfucker. You think we are that stupid?
I think she's just that stupid.
Alright, there we go.
Simply because it wasn't a political stream, it was getting a little too heated. I'd rather not have done that.
We don't care who you decide.
But I was addressing someone commenting on the fact that Trump had finally kind of conceded the election.
She's sitting
now,
around
what was good about your stream?
Justify, if you're a comedian, you don't sit around explaining your jokes to people and then also like backtracking and backpedaling on them to try and justify making the joke later. You made a joke and it didn't make sense because you were factually wrong. Just take the hit that your joke was bad.
I'll even like, I'll give her, if she wants to say that she's attempting to be a comedian, I'll give her that. Like, I'll believe her. Like, if she says like I'm trying to be a comedian, yeah, like I'll. And that's a funny thing. Like, there are times, even when I called other people out on Twitter, it was because I believed they were being a joke. Because they said themselves, hey, I'm a troll. I'm doing these things because blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, LOL, this person's just being a troll. And they're like, you're a stalker. You're a horrible person.
We got a couple.
It's funny how this all...
Like, it's okay. It's okay if it's honest. Like, the thing is, I don't get mad, personally.
Yeah, I don't think any of
us
are
upset. You're honestly trying
this.
to be a comedian, but this person is so confusing.
Manya,
with that, I'm joking, but I'm serious.
Did you feel it in your soul when she said your name? Do you think... I feel like this person is the kind of person that if she knew your middle name, she would try to be like the mom voice.
Oh God, if she ever replaces my mom voice,
Oh, no.
I hope y'all enjoyed me while I was here.
So we've got a couple of things in the side chat. Dapper Dino said, tell Nikki on the stream I sent her a new unsolicited pic. And Peter...
He sent it to me.
I'm jealous.
He sent it to me, and I was like, who is that? He was like, who is that? And I said, he said, Richard Branson. I was like, I don't know this dick. This is a strange dick.
Peter Harrington said, thanks God Chesh, thank God Chesh ever reads my messages. And of course, and of course people are getting caught in the trap of that you guys remember that secondhand smoke thing? And that you noticed that they never actually finished the sentence that I said. They only grabbed the first half of the sentence because listening for longer than 0.5 of a second is too long for them. They can't comprehend the full thought.
More than 4 words
even matter.
Like, you know.
Well, the point
if
that...
you were wrong, misinformed about that,
sure.
Oh my God, it's one thing. Like,
well, the thing that
you're a terrible person. You should not exist on YouTube ever anymore.
That is amazing, because I say things on a regular basis that are relatively easy to take out of context. And that's on purpose.
On purpose, yeah.
Right. And so the reason behind doing things like that is because it makes it very easy to recognize when somebody is just popping into troll because they don't actually know the other half of what I said. They don't know what it is. Straight
they
up
latch
do not
on
know.
to the thing.
Yeah.
Like the baby murder.
You're right, exactly.
Yeah.
It makes it so easy. It's fantastic.
Like some people argue that blah blah blah. And they take that and Cheshire endorses blah 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 because she said some people say this thing.
Oh, the same thing they did with my video where I hesitated as a joke when Steve asked me if he had the permission to do
right.
anything he
They
wanted
did that
to say
me
to
too.
Yep.
Like it's so easy and everything just went down the drain after that.
Because the thing is they don't have those kinds of dynamics with the friends they have.
Yeah.
They don't understand it.
Yeah. Like they don't understand what the concept of consent is, and that friends can be comfortable with each other at certain levels, and they are comfortable with each other enough to say, okay, this is not good, but this is okay. That they don't walk on eggshells around each other.
Yeah, so we have a level of comfort.
They give as much charity to each other.
And the difference is too, like if any of us ever said anything that made somebody uncomfortable, like if Manya came to me and said, you know, what the joke you made me feel bad, I would do everything in my power to not make that joke again. But I would still make other jokes because that's what we do, and that's okay.
Yeah, it happened with me. I once didn't behave well with Todd. I straight up screamed at him. That was wrong, and I apologized for it. And Todd was charitable enough to say, okay, it's okay, it's fine. And I try not to do that ever again. That's not. Yeah. I realize that's not a way to.
That's all you have to do. It's not that hard.
Yeah, follow through with your apology, whatever, and don't apologize for what someone else is feeling. Apologize for your own actions. That's the correct way to make an apology for someone named Katie Joy Paulson out there on YouTube.
All right, let's keep going. We're almost done.
Yeah.
Not a lot, to be honest.
Huh?
You had the willingness to sit through it. Good. You had the desire to get things right, but you didn't.
Gino.
You mean the thing like the Trump giving up the election and admitting defeat? Like that? Or like the 50-50 deal and how the court works? Okay.
I appreciate direct projection.
Or how that copyright can be an issue
not
for Steve.
Getting where Manya works correct while you're watching a stream where she's talking about her work.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Yeah.
Brain exploded.
And do you want me to keep going? I can keep going. How long you got?
Oh god. Here we go.
You deliberately took things out of context.
No. I listened to things.
No, that's your supporters.
And as I said in the previous stream, which I deleted, you have a wit that's about as sharp as a warhammer.
Here we go. She's not addressing my points. She's making personal insults.
Wait,
thanks.
Your wit is as sharp as a warhammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so
interesting.
So it's not sharp, but it's still very effective.
Right.
What kind of insult is that?
Yeah. Why does
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe
maybe
her potential's not, but I thought it would be.
Your puns are all over the place, lady. We can work with them.
Which probably isn't fair because warhammers typically did have a sharp end. Your wit isn't even sharp as that.
Wait.
That proves. Okay, this thing proves to me she doesn't think before she regurgitates whatever she regurgitates. She does not think. She always she tries to be clever.
She's almost on a level of my cat at this point to the people I want to just like. It's okay. It's gonna be okay.
It'll be okay.
It's gonna be okay.
You know what this reminds me of when I was in high school and I started my debating club. When I started in the debating club in the high school, and that's what I would do generally in the English debating club, where I would speak the phrases I read from somewhere, and then realize, oh shit, that didn't fit into the topic I was speaking about, and then I would have to backtrack with something else.
Yeah,
This
is
is how
about
she
the
sounds
level
like.
of the oh, you Nazi baby killer. And as soon as you think about that for 30 seconds, you say, is the baby a Nazi? Or is the baby a killer? Are Nazis
how dare you kill the Nazi babies?
You said the thing, and then you thought about it for half of a second, then immediately had to backtrack. I'm like,
Bless her heart.
Like,
Bless
you
her
want
heart.
to insult me? Come on.
But
you
Manya
can
works
do
at
better.
McDonald's.
Like Sweet said, you can do better.
But Manya works at
It
McDonald's.
doesn't. It's not even hard. It's easy to do better. Like, it's so easy.
No, you're still running into the problem of having to put in effort.
But
Icarus.
much effort. You know what she could do?
In live chat.
Go ahead.
Icarus in live chat said, "Think before you speak, woman. Sinister Porpoise 2020. Right back at you." Oh yes. Oh yes.
So I'm sorry. I have to say, Cheshire, you make a good point. It takes effort. If she wants to be better, you think, it takes effort. So she won't be better because it takes effort. However, she could simply stop posting and be better.
Yes.
She would be a better person.
Yeah.
With less effort. Just by stopping.
Just not is an option. It's always been
that is an option. You don't have to do anything. Just stop.
No, listen, she feels like she has to because for some reason, even though she wants to talk about all these other issues that seem like they're pretty important, like trans rights and the LGBTQ plus community, things that like matter and are really important, but she's too busy talking about Steve.
Talking about or making videos at the next poor person she comes across on internet.
Priorities. But
yeah.
wait, so are you telling me wait, Manya, are you telling me that in this video she's admitting that she's lying and being a fraud on the thing where she's asking people to give her money because she's saying she wants to do these topics? So she's also a racist and a fraud, and she's conning people for money when she says that, when she lists her about, she's like, I want to do this and this and this, however, stop talking about Steve.
Says if I can,
but when
if I can bring it up.
But when she's given the opportunity to not talk about Steve, her immediate thing is that, I'm planning on stopping talking about Steve so I can move on to talk about this other person, which still has nothing to do with LGBTQ+ or the trans community. So she's conning people out of money and is a fraudster on top of being a racist.
Oh yeah, so she's she's asking for money on false pretenses. Okay. Yeah, because her bio says this channel started out as a video game channel, but it's broadened a bit more into a channel that covers LGBT, asexual, transgender issues and politics. It may occasionally do let's plays. I don't know what that is. Often features an elise. I don't know what that means.
Let's plays are you play a video game and commentate over it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's what a lot of these content creators seem to do. They disguise their channels as these positive, progressive, beneficial, beacons, but at the end of the day, what they do, especially in the background, maybe not even on their channel, but in the background especially, is tear people down.
So I've actually got the screenshot of it's the buy you a the ko-fi.com/Sinister Porpus. Her about page says, I'm the Sinister Porpus, someone who would like to focus more on Mormonism, technology, and other things that interest me, but apparently have been caught up in the shipwreck that is Steve McRae, as if Mr. McRae were as interesting as he thinks he is. So she's asking for money on false pretenses.
Also, sweetie, nobody talked about you for how long that you've been doing video after video after video
for a year
on Steve and his friends, and you've been ignored.
And we did one video, and you just went.
Yeah. And then finally somebody said something.
Remember that thing?
Oh, we're such horrible people.
Remember that thing when she said earlier about Steve being a lol cow?
Yeah.
All right.
And it's not, again, nobody will say that Steve is not above criticism. He can be criticized. There are plenty of things he puts out there. I could easily create a troll account and mock Steve. I could do that.
And we'd do such a better job.
Yeah.
It would be easy.
Yeah, that would
But,
be
like,
so easy and so awesome.
That's
and so,
not
like,
the point.
monetarily good.
But the thing is, like, if I ever did that, it would be from a humorous place. And it would be obvious that it was from a humorous place.
Magic.
It would be,
Like,
what do you say, satire?
Yeah, like, people do that all the time with people who are loved. It's not a big deal. It's how you do it. And the way that, again, this person is doing it is malicious, and that's what I don't appreciate.
If you think Trump impressions are malicious, you're wrong. If you think Saturday Night Live is malicious, you're wrong.
There are people, like, I watch so many things that make fun of people I like. It's not about that. It's because the way they're doing it is in a lighthearted way. It's a roast, right? Friends roast their friends.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen a roast, it's not meant to hurt the person. It's meant to be fun. There's an affection behind it.
Yeah.
People call me on shit, and I appreciate it when they do it the right way.
Yeah.
It's not about criticism. It's not about trying to silence criticism.
It's always been about behavior. It's never been about...
It's all about the behavior. It's all about the delivery. It's all about the intention.
Yep.
Your intentions seem to kind of suck, and that's what we're talking about.
Malicious and selfish and lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, lazy. Yeah.
Very lazy.
Okay, here we go.
I forget what it was called, but it's the Great. My knowledge of medieval weaponry was never that great, and now it's failing me, but it's the pointy end that's on some Warhammers.
She's talking about the Warhammer
So she's
that has
talking
a
about a
flat
machinery
and a
she
pick on
doesn't
the
know
other
anything
side.
about. Yeah. So she's talking about a machinery he has no idea about. Okay.
Listen, she has to explain medieval engineering to the engineer.
Oh, yeah.
Or to the people who maybe have studied the history of medieval weaponry and know that what you're saying is so profoundly fucking stupid. It hurts. It literally hurts. But I think she's doing it on purpose. I have to believe she's doing it on purpose so I don't lose my goddamn mind.
I'm gonna help you. Here, listen for a second.
Pupper.
Oh, he snores.
I melted again.
Snores. I love him.
He's an old grandpa. He's an old grandpa who snores.
I need a doggo.
Alright, go ahead. Let's hit play.
Great. My knowledge of medieval weaponry was never that great, and now it's failing me, but it's the pointy end that's on some Warhammers. And you're not even as sharp as that.
Okay.
Wait.
I don't care.
So she said he is a Warhammer, but he's not a Warhammer.
She's talking about Manya. Manya's not as sharp. She's about as sharp as a Warhammer, even though she knew that medieval Warhammers had a pick on the end of them. But Manya's not as sharp as that pick.
But that's the thing. Like, you're not sharp. You're dull. You're about as sharp as a dull Warhammer, except some Warhammers are kind of sharp. So
just pick a different analogy. Just say, wait, no, that doesn't work. Some of those are sharp. You're about as sharp as a spoon. You're about as sharp as a chopstick. You're about as sharp as the rubber ball my dog plays with. Whatever.
Do you understand? Like, I'm drinking right now. I'm not drinking because I'm sad or depressed or I have a problem.
Seriously,
I'm drinking for fun.
I'm like, sweet, you're
because
drunk.
this is freaking hilarious and it deserves
A drink, yeah.
Deserves
A drink.
cheers.
And I'm sorry if that offends you.
Oh.
Oh.
Sounds like sorry, not sorry.
Here we go. Okay.
The goal of these streams to make fun of Steve, which, okay, yeah, they kind of are. But most of my criticisms of Steve do...
So so did she say to make fun of Steve?
Or
which
what?
kind of
I want to hear
are,
it.
Yeah, put it
So,
back and let it
but-
play. Put it back a second and let it
but
play so we can understand.
Then she used the word criticism? What?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Criticism.
Mistaken. The goal of these streams to make fun of Steve, which, okay, yeah, they kind of are. But most of my criticisms of Steve do try to go into the fair category, and if you're going to accuse me of having biases, fine. It's quite clear where my biases lie. These streams aren't journalism, Manya.
Nobody
your
said
streams
they
were
were.
journalism. Nobody said that. I've been saying your streams are trash and garbage.
Wait. Oh, she's complaining because she has journalist in her Twitter
Her bio. Yeah.
Journalist.
Oh, somebody's feeling guilty conscious now. Like, I didn't mention it. She took that up on her own accord. I wonder why. Maybe because she feels like that me calling her streams garbage is a direct attack on her calling herself a journalist. Oh. Why is it my problem? I didn't attack your journalism or your skills in journalism.
It reminds me of somebody else we know that calls himself a journalist until it's too much pressure, then they're not really a journalist. They're just...
These are all fun streams, which we have called only, we have never said that they're journalists. We have said they're garbage. We have said that. You're agreeing with us. So what's the problem? What's the problem?
You notice how
Habibi,
everything is about Steve with this woman? Like, we could have, like, everything is about Steve. Everything's always about Steve.
And she agrees that she has biases. She agrees that. And that's what I said. I'm like, yours, and she said that this is not journalism. I never said it's journalism. I actually said that you don't have proper responses. Nothing.
Yeah.
It's garbage. So you're agreeing with me. Okay, thanks. Thanks, Sinister.
She also thinks her streams are garbage. That's sad. Maybe put some effort into them.
Yeah.
They are, in fact, desired to be just a little bit playful.
Oh, it's playful?
And have some fun.
Hold on. Calling someone an idiot and someone a drunk because they did not pronounce a word correctly according to you, and because you don't care about a case, that's playful?
Guys, her racism was just playful racism.
Playful. Yeah. Well, it's just playful. Yeah, that you called me a drunken call center agent.
Why are you so upset? I was just kidding. It was just a joke. I know I punched you in the face a lot.
It was just a joke.
But we were just roughhousing. We were just having fun. We were just playing. You know, like when
I never took any consent.
Were we talking about Were we talking about some Trump-like behavior? What was that?
Guys.
I'm sorry.
I know I bully you and I call you names and I hit you a lot, but when the teacher comes over or somebody notices the behavior, we were just playing.
Or
I
the
pulled
woman
a
who was
bra
attacking
strap
the
and
alley.
I snapped
It's
it.
fine.
That was just being playful.
We're all friends here. It's fine. It's we're just having a good time.
We're friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Without any consent involved. Yeah, we just became friends.
We're just friends.
She's about as sharp as a bowling ball. Thank you. Yeah, there you go. That was a good one.
That's a good one now. Okay, let's finish this. We have got about 1 minute left. Here we go.
Unfortunately, despite my best efforts, Steve McRae is still the most popular content on my channel.
Really? Have you been making efforts to come up with other content?
That's sad. That's sad to hear. If the stuff that she does on Steve is what is the best view she does, wow, that's...
This is what I'm saying, honey.
Oof.
You could do better.
Right?
Like, why is Steve your shining light? No offense to Steve, but what the fuck? Like this is the person that you're so focused on? This person who's a shipwreck and a loser to you? They're your bread and butter.
Yeah.
That's sad.
I will broaden it, actually. I will broaden it. why is making fun of people the only highlight of your channel?
Yeah.
I will broadly because she's planning to move to other creators.
That's what I mean. Like these people that she thinks are so like pathetic and sad, and nobody cares about them, and like nobody wants to talk about them. Like why would anybody care?
I'll actually go one step further. If despite your best efforts, the only content that gets you views is Steve, so you keep doing things on Steve instead of putting effort into the things that you actually value and want to talk about, you're just trying to pick at low-hanging fruit to get numbers. Then that's literally what you just said. You're talking about Steve so you can get numbers, so you can get views. Because that's what you care about.
That's all you care. At least be honest about it then. That it's about just the numbers.
She's not.
Just be
honest.
honest.
She's not being honest about it. She's inadvertently admitting it here incidentally. That was an accident. Yeah. She didn't admit that on purpose.
And I'm gonna laugh at that.
No,
I have to. I'm sorry. I have to laugh at Icarus in the chat with his literally quote. That's something Steve and I disagree on. I don't like the literally, figuratively shit. No. I think if you say literally, mean literally. I know that people say literally to mean figuratively is like a ironic thing, but it doesn't make it okay. Like doing it. There are some things you can do, and there are some things that you shouldn't do. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. And the literally is figuratively thing is a hill I will die on. I don't like it. It's bullshit. Fuck you, Steve. I still love you, but fuck you on that.
Oh, Sweet hates Steve now. Sweet dumped Steve.
Can I point out?
There's no dumping to be had, but yes.
Can I point out real quick?
I'm literally doing it.
Can I point out real quick here that Sweet just said something from the chat and explained that she was reading something from the chat and who it was from?
Yeah. She oh, it's so hard, isn't it?
Master streamer. Like, I'm a genius. We're doing something so intuitive.
Can give advice to Sinister on how to
maybe. Hey, if she ever wants to talk, my DMs are open. Actually, no, maybe not on Twitter though. I think I have her blocked because she was a total cunt. But aside from that, she didn't find me. If she actually wanted to talk, we got.
Hold on, how far are we into this? I need to ring the cunt bell. We got nearly 3 hours into this stream before calling this woman a cunt. Good job, everybody.
I didn't say she was a cunt. I said she acted like a cunt.
Yeah, whatever. I'm giving us a pat on the back for taking that long to use that word. Good job, everybody. Good job.
Nice effort, everyone. Let's do this.
I wish you weren't. But that's just what people are interested in.
So it's about
now.
For you. Okay, cool.
I hope after I'm done with you, you go on and do as well as you can.
You're done
you
with
Cheshire and whatever.
You hate me. Shut up.
Yeah, first she said, I hope you demod Shesh or you get rid of Shesh. Now you're like, okay, do whatever you want with Shesh. Make up your mind, lady.
She's so afraid of
Fact
me.
is, stop trying to drag me into your drama.
Oh, okay. So I responded to her bullshit, so I'm dragging her into drama that she is already part of. Like, what?
So, don't talk about me talking about you. That's you dragging me into the drama that I started.
She was reacting to a live stream I was in, and she called me a drunk because I mispronounced. According to her, I mispronounced a word, and I responded to that, and so I'm dragging her into my drama. Girl, seriously, where is your brain? Where did you leave it?
Oh my god.
Which mummy did you leave it with in Egypt? Seriously.
Okay, this is a situation where I can't even break this down.
Keep dense, motherfucker.
Keep going. I can't.
Manya's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like the level of paranoia covering you has engendered in me.
What?
Wait, what?
What did you say? What?
I don't like what. I honestly didn't hear the last side of that. I don't like the.
But the fact is, stop trying to drag me into your drama. I don't like the level of paranoia covering you has engendered in me.
The what?
I don't like
The level of
paranoia.
I think she's trying to say that covering us has instilled a level of paranoia within her. What, for like fear of retaliation? Look at how bad we are. We're so mean. Look at what we're doing to destroy you. Because we care so much.
Twisty mustache.
So
she's a hero. She's a hero for calling
Whatever
out
she
the
does,
horrible
yeah.
things that she's seeing, and she's scared because the heroes might, the good guys might retaliate against her. So she's a victim because she's calling us out, and we have maybe more friends than she has, so we're gonna be bad.
Remember...
Oh, you know what? It's not like any of us have ever dealt with that with other people. It's not like any of us have ever come to this point after being betrayed by bigger content creators. We're not sensitive to that at all.
We wouldn't understand how she might feel that way when she's being a shitlord to people. Here's the thing.
It's not like there's a difference there at all.
When she plays a bingo game where Manya is drunk, because she mispronounced a word, and she assumed that I work in a call center for whatever personal reasons she had, which she will never explain, obviously. And then she called me a spoiled brat. A spoiled rich brat.
And she said you work in a call center and was racist towards you because the reason she said that was because of your ethnicity.
Yeah. Never experienced it. No, nope. Okay, 20 seconds left. Let's do this, guys.
What ridiculous thing can she say in the next 20 seconds? Come on, it'll be fine.
And I don't really like having to think it's like, oh, this person might be a Steve spy. Because if you're sending spies into Discord, you're really taking this crap way too seriously.
It's
YouTube.
Nobody has the energy to. Honestly, if there's anybody out there,
paranoia.
I have to say it. If there's anybody out there that is taking the time to be a Steve spy, please reevaluate your life.
No,
don't do that.
Specifically for Porpus.
Don't.
For this.
No. Like,
okay.
There's so much. You're capable of so much more.
I need this.
Get off the ledge.
Okay.
Nobody gives a shit about you. Nobody fucking cares. Nobody gives a shit about you, Porpus. We do not fucking care. We're having a giggle and a laugh at the dumb shit you said because you're a racist fraudster, you bitch. None of us are going into your fucking Discord because none of us give a shit. Steve isn't sending anybody into your Discord because none of us give a shit. Nobody fucking cares.
I have to keep apologizing for maybe not knowing context because that's how little I see of what's going on.
Only people.
I don't know. I don't care.
Only people who care about your content and watch your content are the people who watch your content and try to encourage your shitty behavior because they hate Steve. You said that yourself. That this content about Steve is the only one that gives you anything. If your content is gaining so much off of Steve's back, why would you not want a Steve spy in your fucking Discord, you dumbass?
Honestly.
We don't. When was the last time we talked about this bitch? Before this. None of us care.
Honestly, I have to be completely honest. I don't know why we're talking about her now.
Yeah,
I
that's true.
spoke about her and she didn't like it. She spoke about me and I spoke about her and she didn't like it.
Oh my god.
No, I know, but like seriously, like we're having an off. This night is obviously not what we intended. We had other plans, but it didn't work out. We're talking about this. But like, it's just for fun. We're here for fun. And to maybe help you. Like, if you actually take some of the good advice that's been given throughout the stream, that would be an awesome win for me. I'd be super happy to see you go on and be successful in a positive way. But we're gonna fuck on you because you're fucking on us and you're not understanding.
They're only allowed to
How-
consensually fuck us. We're not allowed to not, like, to fuck them back. It only goes one. Why
Yeah,
would you...
our autonomy means nothing. Okay.
Why would you...
But our intentions aren't nearly as mean and malicious as theirs are, and that's the funny thing. Like, they're trying to hurt us.
Yes.
I'm not trying to hurt you, Sinister Porpoise. I don't care to hurt you. I feel bad for what you're doing.
No, that
we
blew
don't
my
have the
mind.
time.
We're just gonna
My time is
talk-
too precious to go into
We're just
your
gonna talk
Discord
about
and
her.
waste it.
Don't talk about me talking
Yeah,
about
we're just
you.
gonna talk. Yeah, we're just gonna talk about her. We're not gonna try to take away all of her platforms and smear her completely.
Oh
We're
no.
only talking about
I
the
want her
things
to
that
keep her
she
platform. I
said.
want her to do
Exactly.
differently.
Like,
Yeah, all we want to do is just talk and have a laugh about it.
Oh,
but,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Wait, she said, but she believes that you should hound on people until they behave the way you
Exactly.
want them to, right?
Yeah.
but we don't...
So we're not doing
Verbally
anything wrong in
abuse
her
them.
mind.
But we also
so.
wouldn't need a Discord spy. For what? What are
You are out here talking about your shit yourself. We don't need it.
What do we need a Discord spy? What are you worried we're gonna see in your Discord, you dumbass? So now we know that you're doing some sketchy bullshit in
shady
your
stuff.
Discord that you don't want people to
Maybe
know about.
we should have a
Why
spy
would
in the
you
Discord.
say
It might be
that?
fun.
Why would you say
It's not difficult to do. Like, you're literally like asking for us to do that. I don't want to do that. I have no interest in that. Nobody here cares enough
Manya might.
to spend any more than time that we've already allocated right now to deal with this. Like,
Okay,
I'm not
we
gonna,
have 4 seconds
after
left.
the stream is over, no, when this stream is over,
Yeah, we're done.
how much is anybody gonna think about this person?
Not
None.
at all.
Like, not at
Unless
all.
they
Like,
wanna
there's
laugh.
nothing that's
Unless
gonna
they
be
want to
done.
laugh.
I would be shocked.
So many.
And honestly, if I found out that anybody on this stream was taking time out of their day to create accounts to troll you or do anything like that, I would really reconsider my friendship
If
with these
we-
people.
Troll Senator
We
Porpoise.
have not
Yeah.
even allocated time to properly critique
What?
what you're doing because none of us care. Like,
Nobody
you
cares
wanted to
that
have
much.
a laugh, we wanted to have a laugh back. That's the end of it. There was no critique that we gave. We didn't sit down and be like, okay, well, we're gonna take points off for you having your camera upside down for the first minute and a half of your stream. And we're also gonna, like...
It's cute. Like, it's funny.
That was funny!
But, like, whatever. Like, if I did something like that and somebody made a video mocking me for my camera angle, I'd be like, you're right. I fucked up. That was stupid. I was being a noob. Like,
I do not expect that there's a single thing in her Discord that she hasn't said publicly. She's already outed herself
yeah.
as being a fraud in this stream. She also outed herself as being racist on Twitter. Like, we don't need your secret Discord, dumbass.
Okay, 4 seconds left. Let's do this.
Oh, and
then...
here I was like, oh, what crazy thing could she say in the next 20 seconds?
Who wants
The
to
one
see
thing
that?
that's blown my mind the whole time. None of this was surprising to me. That one thing was just like, there's so many reasons why you shouldn't say something like that.
Okay, I'm playing the last 4
All
seconds.
right, last few seconds.
Get the hint when William Shatner told you it was childish.
What?
Remember, everyone, be excellent to each other, and as always, so long, and thanks for all the fish.
Did she mention William
Tyler.
Shatner? Did she
Treat
mention
people the way you
William
want to be
Shatner?
treated, the way that Sinister Porpoise treats people, the way she wants to be
Uh-huh.
treated.
Oh god. Okay. Okay. So, everybody, Shesh, can we have a look at Puck, please? We need to look at Puck. My brain's melting right now. Please.
Yeah.
Save us.
I'll make him big. There you go.
All hail the great Puck.
Yay.
Yes. Ah.
Doggo.
My day. Oh.
You'll notice that the
is
room
such
I'm
a
staying in
beautiful-
also is no longer that obnoxious yellow color. It is now a
Okay.
soft green.
So before we sign off, we know that my god, GoldenUnicorn.exe has stopped working. Okay, so we know Sinister Porpoise. She is a racist. She is kind of a classist person too, because she kind of hates on people who come from good backgrounds for some reason, who
Well,
have good
she hates
money or
on
something.
people who come from good backgrounds, but she also hates
How
on people
dare you
who
benefit
are
from
working
anything.
minimum wage jobs, like at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally, she had an argument for both sides, and she spoke with disgust about both sides.
Yeah.
There's no winning. She just doesn't like you, so she's gonna find a way.
It doesn't matter. You're rich and you're poor, and fuck you.
Yep.
That's what it comes down to.
And also,
Yeah.
you're of a different ethnicity than me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's a racist. She's a classist. She is a fraud. Apparently, she's a fraud. You know, because she asks for money for stuff she's supposed to be doing but is not doing. And what else? Have you missed anything else? Her only content is making fun of other people. Okay. And she pretends.
And she's proud of it.
She's
very proud.
She's got a group of people, or there's a couple of people at least, that will encourage and defend her racism by trying
we saw that in the live stream today.
By trying to make false accusations of transphobia, because of course she's going to weaponize and utilize her gender identification as a shield or as a weapon, because that's all you've got is to do.
There are lots of people who speculate that you and I are trans, so maybe she's being transphobic by insulting us.
Maybe.
Oh.
Well, it's just
because
like
it's kind of out there and unknown.
It's just like with the Christians. It's prosecution porn.
Well,
like they love that prosecution porn. When they feel that, when they get that going, it makes them feel as though nothing they do is wrong, and it justifies everything that they feel.
Well, something that happened that you noticed in the chat is that the people that came to defend her started off by trying to insult us by saying that the one in the chat with glasses is trans, as if that's insulting. When that didn't work, they jumped to calling us transphobic.
Yeah, there's no winning with them.
Yeah,
there's no winning.
Like you can't use trans as an insult and then claim other people are transphobic. That doesn't work.
No.
You goddamn morons.
Yeah, same, and surprisingly, Sinister Porpoise was doing the same. She somehow thought that calling me a drunken call center agent or a drunken McDonald's employee is insulting for me, but she was part of that community once upon a time. Okay, then why is it insulting to bring that up? Like, for anyone.
Right.
Employed, unemployed. Why is it insulting for anyone? So, but...
There's so much stuff that shouldn't have to be said.
Yeah. And I would like to, maybe if you're going to end this stream, with a final exhibit from my Twitter stream, where I retweeted her Periscope, saying that the fact doesn't change that she's racist and her only content is beating down on other people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what she did?
I do.
She went into the browser and changed the wording in the HTML part of the browser to make the tweet look something else, and then she posted that, doubling down on the drunken McDonald's employee thing. So if I may present that exhibit before we head off.
Do it up.
So here we go. So this is my tweet where I'm saying, fact doesn't change that your content is all about beating someone else down. Keep making excuses, right? And I retweeted her Periscope where she is the second one we just watched. And then this is what she posted and retweeted. So if you can see, the fact is, that's the first 3 words of my original tweet. And then the rest is, I'm letting myself be used by Steve to create drama and stir up views, so the Sinister Porpoise continues covering us past November 30th. The drunken McDonald's worker is being surprisingly honest here. So, number one, what would you say this is? Like, this is way beyond fraud now. This is now bullying and harassment.
Well,
You're now taking my content and you're changing
I'd call it pathetic.
Yeah, it's pathetic, it's bullying, and it's harassment.
It's along the lines of she has essentially fabricated and is impersonation at worst, maybe. I don't know if you would call it impersonation though. But she's trying to make it look like you said something you didn't. And she's also trying to demean you. I'm letting Steve use me.
Yeah.
To stir up drama.
Like as if I don't.
With Sinister Porpus specifically. No, Steve had nothing to do with that stream, for one.
Yeah.
For two, you started this shit.
You
started talking shit about Manya. Manya reacted, and now you're got your panties in a wad over it. Because they responded. What was it you were paranoid about again? You didn't want anybody to respond to you? Not really?
Oh, not really, yeah. And the funny thing
Can
is,
dish
she's
it, but
like...
can't take it?
Yeah. She's like, you know the line here? So the Sinister Porpoise continues covering us past November 30th? That's another confession. She wants to make more videos on Steve. She wants to, because she has admitted that that gets her views. And she admitted that in the live stream she was reacting to, which I was part of. She made the comment right in the beginning, oh, this is going to be there are going to be just a couple of more reaction streams because I think Steve will change his behavior as I expect him to. But we know that he's never going to change his behavior, so I will continue making these live streams. We know you will keep doing that. You will find an excuse to come back and beat down on Steve again.
Because he's the only thing that gives you any content. She said that.
Exactly.
I don't recall anything that I'd seen from her in recent times outside of after you responded to her, where she said she wasn't going to talk about Steve anymore after November.
She made an emergency live stream yesterday.
Right,
so that was a 2 to 3 hour stream.
She got attention from you and me, and then was like, I don't know even why they're talking about me. I'm planning on leaving anyway by the end of November, as if as long as it's up, it can be commented on, and even after it's up, you already said it's too late. So that there is no time frame in which we're allowed to respond to you in. That's not how that works. But on top of that, you made no indication that you had any intention of stopping until you got a response, and you didn't like that you got your shit kicked in.
You got my foot right up your asshole, girl. Let's just say.
It's not just about your foot, though. It's anybody against racism or, the things that they actually purport to support. Bite them in the ass because they use the tactics they say they're against.
Yeah. So, and it's like in this whole scenario, she kept on ignoring me for some reason. I was the one who reacted to your stream. You were talking about me in the live stream, so I reacted to you. But her whole shaboos is about Steve.
Steve
Senpai, notice me.
Steve is a big mean
Maybe because you're desperate to keep up that drama that you are hoping for, so you can keep on making content about Steve and bashing him down.
Well,
and
she's getting
keep
the
on
wrong
asking
kind
money.
of attention because she was a fucking racist.
Yeah, that came out quite well. I did not know that she was capable of those kind of assumptions, about someone. I don't know why, but I guess I bring out the real feelings and thoughts that people have about certain nationalities. I wonder why.
There's hope, I think, when we come across trolls like this. There's a hope that there's a bottom. That, they won't go this far. There's a level of, they're supported by people who are clearly against the stuff. There's no way they will sink to that level. But we've seen they will sink to that level. They'll defend that level. And the people who support them not only will not call out the horrible thing that they said or did, they'll support them still. Because they are bashing somebody they don't like.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter that they're using, homophobic or sexist or any type of weapon they can against this person. It doesn't matter because they don't like that person.
Manya, you're still screen sharing, just a heads up.
Oh, am I? Sorry, my bad.
I like that. I like the meme I just saw, the picture.
But yeah, I think it's a good place to wrap it. Like, do better. You could do better. Why don't you do the things that you claim that you want to actually
it's not hard
about? Not that I necessarily think your presence is going to assist in any of those topics, but hey, whatever you do, you.
The thing is that it could, like my last word, it could. If she actually took her energy and put it towards things that would help people,
you mean
she may actually do something that she could, like there might be something she could die proud of, right? That's on her.
Oh no,
that's all we can do.
You should die. How dare you?
Yeah. So
when I die, I'm sure I will have plenty of regrets. I fight very hard to mitigate those regrets. Other people don't seem to do that. And that's something I want them to acknowledge, is that there's going to be a day, no matter what you believe. Like, I'm an atheist. I think when I die, I'm done. However, those moments, as I'm dying, I want them to feel as peaceful as possible. And I want to know that my net worth on this planet is positive. That I'm leaving this planet having done more good than I've done bad. It's a simple thing. You could do it too. You could have your fun and be a troll and still do that.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. Whatever, I'm an idealistic piece of trash.
I regret nothing. Period. Manya, you got any last words? And then we'll go to Nikki, and then we'll wrap it.
Yeah. Thanks, guys, for giving me an opportunity to bring this up, and hopefully, Sinister Porpoise, she realizes that, if everybody is an open game to her, she's also an open game to everyone else. And to all the trolls out there, nice try. Didn't work.
Don't start a game you're not gonna play.
Yeah. And to Sweet, you're very charitable and you're very nice and you believe in the best of everyone. For Sinister Porpoise, I've lost that hope. I don't believe that she has any redemption in her. The way she has behaved and the way the way she has doubled down on what she has said and what she's done. Yeah, I don't believe it.
She's at the level of Jim of doubling down on dumb shit.
Yeah.
It's just sad to me. Like, it's possible. I don't think that they will do it.
I'm not even sad for her.
I'm sad. No, I'm sad because I'm sad for the human that she could have been.
Don't care.
That's what I'm sad about.
That's her choice. Those are
and that's not just her. It's for like everybody. Everybody who's that way, and makes me sad. Yeah. I am. I'm sorry. I'm an empathetic piece of garbage. That's me.
Oh, it's fine.
It's Sinister's.
Why we like you.
It's Sinister's reaction streams that are garbage, not you. So yeah, that's me. So to all the trolls out there who like try to bash people, just remember, if you get the Mad Light involved, you might get some pushback. just think about that.
All right, Nikki.
And don't make a Pikachu face in the end. Yeah.
Sorry.
Nikki, what you got for us?
I don't know. I just don't understand why people want to do these weird, insulting, like, videos and comments and stuff, and then they get mad when you respond. I just don't really get it. If you're gonna be a jackass, expect to get called out, especially with this group of people. And I don't understand why a fully grown adult wants to talk to people like this, you know, so yeah, I just stop being so goddamn petty and angry all the time. That's really all I got. Like I tried to stay out of it, but seriously, it's um I'm disgusted by the behavior here, honestly. And that's really all I have to say.
Well, then I will wrap it up by saying thanks everybody for coming. This was a long one, but I think we all had a lot of fun. It was a little bit of a fun goof with a little bit of serious, like, come on, like, we believe in you. Do your thing. And we're not gonna tell you what you can and can't do, but you don't get to do that for us either. The stream title and thumbnail will be changed, as I said at the beginning, because unfortunately Ilya was unable to join us. That is getting pushed to next week. So next Saturday you will see the same thumbnail and title, because that's getting moved to next week, and this one will be changed. It won't be changed until I get back home. I can probably change the title, but the thumbnail and stuff will remain the same until I get back to where my actual setup is. As like Kyle Curtis, I'm working off of a laptop right now for when I'm staying not at my usual abode. So that'll all get changed tomorrow at some point, whenever I get back. I don't know what time that will be, but we'll see you guys then. Caffeine Corner on Monday.
Looking forward to that. Yeah.
Come back for if you want to see Ilya, she has her own show that is Sit Down with the Bunkers. You can go and check them out. And also is Dumb Fuck of the Year. So.
Oh yes.
That's happening.
Awesome.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Alrighty.
Thanks for being here.
Bye.